Give me all the chicken heads from Pasadena to Medina. Bet big, get in between your dentist. Get the prognosis, doses, blends and bends like Twizzlers. Biggest fitting to hurt what's under that skirt. Who filling them with octane? Got them gassed up, about to get blasted up, son. The last one word the mother, brother miss him. I seen it when he kissed him at the wake, made his body shake. The high guy in 850 eyes, smoke tint, rap terror, full chrome and terror. Street five by the rivers, the fifth is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped in 95, ridiculous. My rap lines is like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To whom it may concern, Junior Mafia is the click. Act up, I have my honeys total busted. That's right.
In the middle of the day now, baby, I seem to think of only you. Oh yeah, never thinking for a moment, baby, that you've been thinking of me too. Yeah. So I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away.
That's right.
Oh, can't you see you and me are meant to be your baby? And there's nothing left to say. Can't you see what you do to me? I know I'm meant to be. You are me, oh baby. Can't you see what you do to me? I know I'm meant to be. You are me, oh baby. Every time I see you, I get this feeling. Oh yeah. Telling me you're the one. Oh, what a feeling. Hey,
Let's go.
I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away. Oh, can't you see you and me are meant to be your baby? There's nothing left for me to say. Oh, baby, can't you see what you do to me? What you doing to me? Boy, why don't you see what you do to me? Oh yeah.
That's right.
So far away. What would you do to me? Oh, I wanna be alone together.
Talk to me nice, set the mood off in there. Still downtown, old crews up in there. All the dogs with me make it hard just to move up in there. Like, is it the right time, baby? This is the right time. Pour up a white wine. All of these bands on me, like it's a lifeline. Conviction for all of my niggas. We pull up and slip, it's the nighttime. Fucking bitches in the white robes. Let me know that it's the right time. Brother Miles. All my niggas, they be reppin' it. Red bottom when I step in it. Niggas with me, gotta let them in. Sauce with me, that's a definite. Nice with me, that's a definite. Now you met up with the dogs, gotta fuck them all before you meet the president. Walled in, all cleaned up, man, whole clique all bust down. Walled in, got 2 W's, now I look like touchdown. Pulled up in a I-8 with a shirt saying why I hate. Nigga talking, I'm a violate. Bitch, I'm fucking up the tri-state. Conviction for all of my niggas. 2017, we ain't leaving the cent on the table for all of you niggas. Be coming for all of the fix. I'm fucking all of you bitches. Don't even call them you bitches. And baby, I'm all nigga bitch. Talk to me nice, set the mood off in there. Still downtown, old crews up in there. All the dogs with me make it hard just to move up in there. Like, is it the right time, baby? Father, it's the Von Foggy. ST. Yeah. Yeah, I heard word around town, it's so poppin' now. Bad bitch recline my seat before she top me down. Just invested in 2 choppers and they on me now. Bitch, all you hear is grrr, grrr when I'm hopping out. Put them bitches in the Range Rover. Hit a mission with my niggas, then I change clothes. Niggas running for that paper like Usain Bolt. You hit my bitch, I fuck your girl, that's how the game go. You know how that saying go. Girl, you know I'm popping now. Give me head and make sure you make that shit sloppy now. If you with it, you gon' meet me at the lobby now. Say you not, but girl, I know that you are probably down. Now what you talking about? What you talking about? Never do we get it time, but tonight feels right, yeah. What you talking about? Never do we get it time, but tonight feels like the Blue Jays. New Toronto, bitch, we ballin' on your Blu-rays. I've been mobbing around the city for like 2 days, stashing all this dirty money in the suitcase. Whoa, don't you know that we got plenty choppers? Any bitches out my kitchen cook like Betty Crocker. Niggas say that they gon' rob me, bitch, don't let me stop. Uncle Speedy BMF me down and let it drop. Hit G Weeder on the cell phone. Made that call from Compton, they'll be out on Melrose. Train shooters and they down to touch the railroad. It ain't down to do you colder than the hell snow. Whoa, that should tell you that I'm popping now. When I pull up in that rain, it ain't no talking now. Hating niggas talking payments, but I bought it wow. Reason why we not pull up, them bitches hopping now. Yeah. Now what you talking about? What you talking about? Never do we get it time, but tonight feels right, yeah. What you talking about? Never do we get it time, but tonight feels right, yeah. I'm rolling downtown. I feel so alone. This time I feel like I like it, yeah. I roll alone downtown, and I like it, yeah. Listen.
You're he, mic check, mic check. You're he, mic check, mic check. What's going on, people? What's going on? All right. One small town girl in the building. Shadow and light, one small town. Wicked. Good stuff. Pam in the building. Uncle Fatty in the building. Demon Slayer in the blood clot building. Hey, but Demon Slayer in the blood clot building. Yo, wicked. Isaac in the building. Who else we got down there? Ah, shit. Mr. Latrell in the building. Good stuff. Uncle Fatty in the building. Who else we got down there? Brother Alcamos in the building. Good stuff. Boys in the building. How you doing, boy? Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, man. Wicked. Salutes and welcome. Salute and welcome. Welcome back to the Rebuttal Bar. It's your boy London. It's your boy London. Good stuff. Good stuff. Back again, man. Got a few things to go over. Some educational stuff and some, entertainment purposes. Crazy. But we good, man. We good. We back in here again, man. The Rebuttal Bar. Your boy London, aka James Terrell, aka London McLovin, aka Black Daddy, aka Black Jesus. Good stuff. Dino in the building. Good stuff. Yeah, man. We got the one and only Demon Slayer in the building. Jesus Christ. Show your appreciation. Let me go ahead and drop that link for my friend Demon Slayer. That link's for you there, Demon Slayer. That link's there for you, man. I've got some shit that I want to get into actually. In case you lot ain't aware, Demon Slayer, he goes after the demons, right? He puts them to the sword and voila, smites them. Good stuff, good shit, Demon Slayer. I'm actually gonna pull up one of your joints actually. Where is that? Got that here somewhere. Where did I put that? Oh yes. Where is it, Magdalene? Yeah, I got that ready. That's there waiting, ready to play. Let me jump back in here quick. 420 if you got that, first of all. 420, ladies and gentlemen. If you got it. Right? That was funny yesterday though. Pretty fun. Trouble on Love Island again. Hey, Demon Slayer, are you aware of Trouble on Love Island? Mr. Demon Slayer, are you aware of Trouble on Love Island? Got my first guess. Let's have a look. Dino. Hold on. Let me try and fix you. You're roboting. 1 second. Edit mic. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Can you hear me?
One.
Yeah, I heard something. I heard you.
It's gonna come on. Hello. Here we go again.
Try this one. Try and turn up your camera. See if that makes a difference.
I'll take the cam off.
Yeah. See if that makes a difference. Normally it does make a difference. Let's see if it makes a difference today. I've seen other people do it before. Sometimes when their camera's on, it interferes with their audio. Let me have a look. Hold on. Mic check.
Working.
That sounds much better.
1-1.
There you go. Hey, Dino.
How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good, actually. I got some, had some nice company around me in the last couple of days.
Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant. Brilliant. That's what you want, right? Good company around you.
yeah, I think so. It's great to have friends, and I got a bloody good mate come down to help me out, actually, because I lost my license for speeding.
Uh-huh.
Um, a good friend of mine has come down, and he's going to drive our car for us to help us out, so we can still get our groceries and stuff.
That's good stuff, man. That's a good friend. A good friend. A good friend, man. Serious. Hey, we ain't got many friends like that in these days, man. Gotta be grateful for those type of
That's a
friends.
bloody, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you there, man. So you got a few things done today?
Well, actually, I've just got up. I'm actually folding the washing at the moment.
Okay.
What? Folding the washing? Yeah, that's, we got to share the load.
Mm-hmm. How's Maureen today?
I would say she's probably snoring still. We went out last night and had a few drinks and played pool.
Mm. You say
So
play
I think
pool?
she's a little under the weather this week. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see when she wakes up.
There you go. There you go. I wanted to you know, keep the vibe going from yesterday since there was trouble on Love Island and everything. I wanted to
And TSM and co.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wanted to check in, make sure nobody got hurt, so I got to do my checks, got to make sure everyone's okay, if you understand what I'm saying. So
Yes.
let's get into something from my man, Demon Slayer. Big up Demon Slayer. 420 if you got that. We're checking up on Love Island.
That is, yeah, Demon Slayer, yeah.
So you
So
are single, but you are straight. You are not lesbian, right?
I'm
Oh,
completely straight. I only like
Yeah.
men and only manly men. Yeah.
Did any of
But
these lesbian?
heads up, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you think this is creepy or this is acceptable, to treat a guest. Let me know if this is creepy or this is acceptable how to treat a guest, right? Let's go.
Bro,
420 if you
if
got
you
that.
came on to me like that in a gay way, or anyway, I'd be a bit bloody.
Let's go.
Basketball players try to scissors with you?
no, I didn't try anything.
Oh, you know what the scissors is? Two scissors and their legs go together like two scissors.
I don't get the point of two women doing it together. I
I'll
mean,
I'll
no.
finish the rest of this and then I'll show you what I mean. Just a sec. Hold on a second. I have it right up on the screen. Which ones do you wear, Inga?
I'm not going to tell you.
Mm-mm. Wow. Ask my
Bloody hell.
what do they wear? I couldn't do that. I could never say that to a lady. Look, he's got them up them sizes. Look, creepy creatures.
Inga?
I'm not going to tell you.
What? What did you say? You're what? You're
I'm not
embarrassed?
going to give more specifics.
Oh, you're not going to give your specific ones that you wear?
No.
Oh, okay.
But they're very comfortable
What
and
size do you wear though? I'm just curious.
Oh gosh, what size do you wear? I'm just curious.
Oh,
That's does that sound like a man who's getting action, who's got a girlfriend?
yeah, that. Good point. Good point. Yeah, very good point.
Very wild. I thought you got a girlfriend and everything. A girlfriend, like, wow.
Oh shit, that's so bloody
Let's
creepy.
keep going.
I'm not
What's,
going to
what's
tell
your bra
you.
size? What's your bra
I'm not
size?
going to tell you.
You're
No,
not
come
gonna
on,
tell me?
Steve.
You don't want to tell
No,
my audience here what your
you're no.
Tell my audience. Fucking hell. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure some of the audience don't even want to hear that. Like,
Exactly.
that's wild. Like, what do you mean tell your audience? That's fucking crazy. Let's keep going.
Oh my goodness.
Thank
Don't
you.
be
I
shy.
would say like thank you for understanding that I'm not sharing my size, but
Are you very busty and large though, size?
no, most of my weight is in my behind.
Oh, you have a big butt.
They get too much there, girls.
Wow.
Oh,
That's crazy. I mean, part of me feel like she's a bit uncomfortable, but then she's kind of playing along with it. I mean, this might be the
yeah.
this might be the corner where they get no action, no action, so they gotta seek from a fucking
From
weirdo.
fantasy land.
Fantasy. Yeah. Yeah. That's wild. Let's keep going.
Do you have a big? Are your legs bigger than normal, or you have muscular legs? Good
But
legs, like strong. How,
What? Are your legs bigger than normal? Do you have muskets that come from
Oh,
boobs
God.
to arse to legs? What the fuck? Okay, let's keep going.
how tall are you? Do you know your height in feet? What makes autistic women soak their panties?
Whoa! What makes autistic women soak their panties? Wow.
Oh, oh.
What the fuck?
Where did he
You
get
just
this stuff from?
exactly what is going through his mind? What the fuck? Let's
He
keep
must have
going.
been single a long time, that fella.
Do you like to be spanked on the ass?
no,
You don't like that?
Steven, come on.
She's uncomfortable now. Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
come on, like what?
Come on, you gotta give us a little bit of something on the show. You don't like to be dominated that way in the bedroom?
No,
I know you're a naughty girl, Inga. You just gotta.
I wonder if he liked to be spanked in the bedroom. That's why
Yeah.
he's projecting. Yeah, I think when the doctors are holding him down and giving him the old prick, it normally goes in the arse, so they gotta give him a few spanks afterwards.
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey and all that, he might be involved.
Yeah, 50 Shades. Wow.
Gotta open up and tell us. I think it's cool. I think Inga's a naughty girl. She has naughty thoughts and soaks her panties. She's probably
oh
soaked her
God.
panties during this show. I wouldn't be surprised. It's my go-to commercial, actually. It's I enjoy it, and I've had this happen. I've been at the bottom of a stairway, and sometimes a big-breasted woman has bounded down and bounced down the stairs towards me with her boobs jiggling, and then handed me like a jar and said, "Hey, excuse me, can you open this for me?" And it was like a scene out of an adult movie or something. And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." Or anyway, this happened to me with the boobs.
He just sounds like a pervert, like a perv telling a story
Yeah.
and
I actually
trying
reckon
not
that's
to.
one of his fantasies to watch boobs.
Yeah, yeah, that's a perv telling you their fantasy, but trying to
Yeah.
make out like it was real. Trying to make out like reality was real.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. Just keep going.
Jiggling and her bounding and almost jiggling her boobs right in my face. So anyway, I do relate to this particular video with this well-endowed woman with these gigantic boobs. She's going down the stairs.
Mm-mm.
Whole lot of shaking going on. That's a lot of shaking and jiggling. And she's smiling.
Wow. this what he's
Yeah,
playing to?
he's not the only one by the sound of it.
Is this what he's playing to his cult members? Yeah. Oh shit! Wow. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
He loves it. My goodness. You want to talk about a whole lot of shaking going on and jiggling. There you go, right there. I have it right up on the screen. Which ones do you wear, Inga? Whole lot of shaking going on and jiggling. Look at that.
Oh,
My goodness. Look at that jig. Oh my goodness.
oh, here we go. Yeah.
In here is oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
What?
no.
Let's keep going.
Sorry, I gotta go back to that. My goodness. That's quite a walk, isn't it? Quite a walk. Maybe I'll play it again. Worth watching again. Well, could anybody like tell her to move her camera down? I want to see if she has any cleavage. She's got so much space above her head there. It's like,
Good old days on Love Island. Look, they were happy as a look. Love Island. This was Love Island, guys. Look, guys. Oh shit. Oh shit. Love Island specialists. Look. They were happy as a couple. What happened? Flow happened. That's what happened. Mr. Flow
Okay.
said, happy hope. Look. Look at them. Fitting well with each other. Okay. Let's see what they're saying about Esra.
it's like 3, 4, 5 feet above her head. It's like, damn, why is your camera so far up like that? Show your boobs at least or something. I don't know. Okay.
But they're very comfortable and
What size do you wear though? I'm just curious. This is a commercial break. Oh, uh-oh. It's got some jiggle in the wiggle. Look at these chicks. Oh, look at that jiggle.
Oh,
Look at
gosh.
that jiggle. Look at that jiggle. Watch this as she jumps and she spins and kind of jumps. And pay attention, people. This is a commercial, but pay attention.
Pay attention, people. This is your leader on drugs. This is your leader on drugs. And I mean drugs. I really mean it, right? The commercial drugs, I mean. You know,
Yeah.
this is on drugs. Yeah. This is wild. Let's keep going.
Look at this ass here. Look at that. Are you very busty and large though, size? This might be a midget. I don't know, people. It could be a midget with a big ass. Oh my goodness, that was a big booty there. So that's not a big chick.
Fucking hell. Wow. Yeah,
He's
that's a
got a
big booty,
fascination on there.
This is like you know when you have to like type in the code on your devices so your children don't get into your secret stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the stuff.
Blue
This is
vision
like
or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, this is like a child who found out his dad's password or something, and he's having a whale of a time. He's having a whale of a time.
Give away on then shooting all to his mates at school.
Yeah, that's good. Look what I found. Look what my dad had. Look. Oh, look at that one. Look. Is that Will? What is that? Let's go.
She's kind of thick, her booty. Look at the camel toe on this one. That's an incredible camel toe. Oh my God. God damn, that's a real camel toe on that one. Can you see that? You can see exactly the shape of her vagina in this. I mean, it's right there.
That is creepy dog, all right. He's a bloody pervert, mate. He's a pervert.
Keep going.
My goodness. Not a bit of jiggle, a little bit of jiggle and wiggle. It's got the wiggles. She's wiggling.
I'm not going to
What's
tell
your bra
you.
size? What's your bra size?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, that's a big fat booty right there. That's a fat ass right there. Mocha chocolate. It's a mocha chocolate.
It's a mocha chocolate. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Mm-mm. You had to make a statement when it was, a sister, a lady of dark skin, black color, brown color, whatever you want to call it. But why wasn't he saying anything when it was you know, the vanilla sisters, the vanilla girls? Why weren't you like, hey, vanilla booty? Why is it a vanilla booty or nothing like that? Why is it a mocha chocolate booty now? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, discrimination. Discrimination. We love all booties. What's wrong with him? Oh gosh.
Chocolate booty. Look at this one, wiggling it. There's a lot of jiggle in that one. It's got some big bouncy boobs, and that's a whole lot of shaking going on. But we are going to shake it up here at the Sanity Machine. We do shake it up.
What?
Those are some knockers. Those will knock you out.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. This is a little commercial break. Little intermission here. I don't think she's wearing a bra though. I don't think she's wearing a bra. Did any of these lesbian basketball players try to scissors with you? He's into some sick perverted things. He's a sexual deviant. He was good friends with Scotty, the perpetual pervert, the scat man. He's into sick things sexually, and I would avoid him if I were you.
If you click on the PDF link on my channel, you will be directed to screenshots of some of Sanity Machine's comments on some horrific images mixed with sexually deviant scenes. Pictures that are disgusting, inhumane, and evil, degrading women, and contain gory scenes.
Wow.
This is what Sanity Machine is into, and it has been well documented. However, he accuses others of being creepy creatures. It amazes me that some of his loyal subscribers will go to such lengths to excuse his standards and behavior.
And that means the
I think she might be natural.
refinery is losing money at that time. Rounds are the most
I
significant
don't hear a word she's saying. I'm sorry.
portion of a plant's yearly
I'm
maintenance
sorry.
budget and can affect the company's bottom.
Mine's not at all.
That's another creep in the building, boy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let's keep going.
Esta oportunidad para
Me appreciate. I don't know if that's a word.
realizar
For
limpieza y
appreciation.
estructura.
My appreciation. My appreciation. I'm gonna take a commercial break here, and there won't be words with this. I think it'll just be something wordless and something that communicates without words. We'll put it that way. So here we go, everyone. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. This is what he chose for a commercial break to communicate with audience and for people who might view in the future.
Yeah, I got
This is
about
what
as
he
far
chose.
as this closed it up.
This is what he chose, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You're king on drugs.
Are you very busty and large though, size? To a woman like the one that was on with the outfit changes, can you just shut up and put on some yoga pants and do some stretches or something? You know, can you just stop talking, put on some yoga pants and shut up and just do some stretches, you know? You know what the scissors is, two scissors and their legs go together. Just shut up, put on some yoga pants and do some stretching. That's it. Just shut up, okay? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Now this is a better view. Anyway, sometimes guys just want to say to a woman like that one that was spewing the word salad out, can you just be quiet and do this? You know, can you just be quiet and do this?
I think he was referring to Bex there with the word salad and telling her to be quiet and just do that.
Okay. Right.
That's how he sees Bex, like this, you know.
Yeah. That's a children, isn't it?
If you think I'm sexy and you want my body. Stay away from the creepy creatures with eyes like
What
his
the
and looks like
fuck
his.
was that?
He's a real creepy.
No
looks
way.
like his.
Was that?
He's a real with eyes.
Hold on a second. What
What the hell is that thing he's got in his hand?
Look at the size of this gorilla. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's what happens when they juice you up, boy. You turn into a watermelon.
Watermelon.
Yeah. Nothing but water in you, and you're just a melon. Anyway, you turn into a watermelon. Look at that. Look at that creep. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Forget meeting that on a dark day. You wouldn't want to see that on a morning anywhere at all.
Anyway.
What? That is nuts. Wow. Watermelon. Jesus Christ. Let me take a shot. Oh shit. Hold on a second.
With eyes like his and looks like his. He's a real creepy creature. Pamela, you naughty, naughty girl.
Where did you get that from?
Shit. Oh my gosh. What a creep in the making.
Pamela?
What a creep in the making. That is nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts. That is spreading awareness. That respect, Slayer. That is.
I'm bloody glad you're bringing this up, London. You know, I mean, this guy would get away with fucking all sorts of crap, you know? When he can run other people down. But bloody hell, what the hell's he doing here?
Exactly. Since we're here, hold on, let me might as well get this one up as well. 1 second.
Where's the creepy creatures? Huh?
All right. All right, all right, all right. Hold on. Not yet. Hold on. Let's move that. And then let's stop this. Let's open that. Let's...
Boy, London Man is pissed. He had to sit down for a week. Like, London Man, what are you gonna do, bro? You can't talk for a week. Oh my god. You can't hang on Pony Boy for a week. What are you gonna do? Bitch ass motherfucker. You're so stupid. You don't even fucking prepare. You watch Daddy put 2-3 channels out, completely different channels, and you sit there on one channel talking shit, hating, and act like motherfuckers. I don't tell nobody to do nothing. But you're so stupid, you act like making enemies with me isn't going to cause a whole bunch of people to indirectly go and start fucking with you. I don't even really want that. I really got no problem with London Man and these clowns. They can sit on there talking about me all day, every day, but the more you keep doing it and the more you keep pissing people off from certain communities, the more they're just going to fuck with you, right? Just like I got people fucking with me. Nobody really told them to do that I've seen. But yeah, you all don't even know how to go to war. You don't even know how to fucking stack a war chest. You don't even know how to diversify your fucking assets. Then it comes back on you, and then you got no platform to even continue hating and talking shit on. Like, what if I put the word out to just actually do something indirectly. Hey, bro, you guys won't stop talking about me. I just went on for a week without talking about any of you, really. I may comment on shit in passing, but I did a regular broadcast. I didn't restream your shit. I didn't focus on you. I didn't go to your area, and you all won't stop. So I don't know. What is that? What does YouTube consider that? Harassment? Bullying? I don't know what that is. They're like, they won't leave me alone out here. They're making me upset. They're upsetting my feelers. Everybody's bullying me and harassing me out here, and it won't stop. What would happen if like people just decided to harassment bully you like they were doing for me 6 months and I had to keep walking it back? You motherfuckers can't communicate and don't know the law, so you're just gonna get stricken and sit there quiet. Go quiet, bitch ass motherfuckers. That's the best thing you could do is just go quiet. Or you have to get quiet. I don't understand why you all keep doing this. I know why, because you're fucking jealous, envious, and hating, and because, you know, it's going to be a long way back with you folks with me, because you've seen it before with many other betas. Now you want to double down and keep digging the hole, and it's not going well for you, right? Like, all you're really going to do is convince broken people like Kirstie Lee Dolls, who just said that down there. I'm not calling her that. She just admitted it. Everyone's broken people, right? So whether that's true or not, so you're going to convince broken people to believe your version of history when we were all here watching it? It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit.
You cannot know what you're teaching about if you got conflicting information all over the place. Like, it's clear that there's a group of teachers in this space that has the real receipts and real deal. Then you have this other group. They're like grifters who know how to talk good. They got the suits on. They know how to appear like they're deep in that, you know, because in this community, if you talking about the Anunnaki and all.
London McLovin. What? Oh my goodness. Somebody must be pretending they read Squid X. What? What do you mean? No. This can't. No. This can't. No. Be real. Red Squid X. Did you get the message?
Message.
Where's Malachi Z. York? London McLovin. Oh, no, London MC. What did I do to deserve this, huh?
Same creepy creature, and that's what it is. It's a real fucking creepy creature. That's what it is, everyone. That's what it is, and I'm going to show you right here. As I zoom in on this, take a real good look at this here. It is creepy. Creepy. See that? My goodness. I was highlighting the wrinkles under the eyes. 60 years old. It looks like the Crypt Keeper. My goodness. Look at the eyes. Dead eyes. There's no life in those. Lifeless. What's with that creature? That's creepy creature. That is creepy. Free. But just a creep. Just a creep. Has the demonic eyes. Right there. Creepy creature. Oh my goodness, look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? My goodness. That's freaky. God damn. God damn. What the hell? What in the world? What are we looking at? Eyes with no life in them, just dead eyes. That's a diamond. That looks like a diamond. That looks like a fucking diamond. It does. Oh shit, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh. What is that? Is that a fucking witch or a harpy or what is that? I'm not kidding you. You might be looking at a, how can we put this? How can I say it? Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Okay? Who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody might have found your secret. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. somebody might have found your secret. Uh-oh. Peer into those eyes. God damn. Damn.
That boy's good. Good and terrible.
What's your secret? Look at the whip. Look at the space between the bottom of the nose and the top of the lip. You could fit a nice big mustache there. You could draw a mustache right on there, right? You could put a mustache there. And let's get real here. You could put a mustache there. It's a reality. That's just true. You could put a mustache there. Right? Am I right? Thomas, is that you? Thomas, look at the forehead. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Why the long horse face? Does anyone have an apple in the chat room? Does anyone have an apple? Why the long face? What's wrong with the horsey face? Look at the winning face. Look at the forehead. God damn. What is this? Look at the forehead. Look at that. Why are your eyes so dark? What's wrong? Why is your forehead so big? How come you could land 3 helicopters on there? What's going on? What's going on? My goodness. I want you to... I'm not trying to torture you people, but remember this face. Otherwise known as Thomas. It comes up to Thomas. Do you have a secret? Look at the shoulders. Do you have a secret? Do you have a secret? Just wondering. I'm curious. Do you have a secret? Do you have a secret, Tracy? Tracy's kind of creeping me out.
It's gonna feel real good. Some more.
I gotta turn that off. I'm sorry, she's creeping me out, everyone. That's creeping me out.
That boy's good. Good and terrible.
It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. I'll accept that. Can't really disagree with any of that.
There you go. That brought up the vibes again. Hey, good old stuff. Good old rebuttal bar. Good old rebuttal bar. Hey, wicked. My dude drops out. I'm at the
Well,
back.
he's a hard case follower. He's bloody good finger pointer, isn't he?
Oh yes.
Points his finger at everybody else being a creepy bloody person.
I mean, most of them do that.
Bloody when they got the washing cold.
Most of them do that. Okay. 4 hours, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Do it. Cool. Got something dropped on me. Just got something dropped on me. Let's have a quick look. See. Shout out to the plug. Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yes, sir.
420 if you got it.
Yes, sir.
We were trying to figure out how. Like, he has
I
this
was
power
trying to, yeah.
to cause people to be
I was just
homeless.
joking.
And he's like, if that's the case, anybody that have made homeless can come on stream, and if they last an hour, I will rehouse them.
I was awake for that part. I heard that part of it. I was just joking around.
I was trying to figure out if I made that guy, the bearded guy, homeless. I didn't know if he was one of the ones, because I'm so powerful. I mean, it could be anybody around. I mean, I don't know how many I've made homeless at this point, but I'm.
Every
I'm
time I pass a
walking
homeless
around just
person on the
like
street,
bam
I'm gonna
homeless,
wonder,
bam homeless.
is
Everybody
that one of
just taking away their
Stevens?
homes, you know.
I should
Do you know a guy named
preemptively
Steven?
apologize. Repeat that.
That's what I'm gonna have to start asking the homeless people that I meet. Do you know a guy in Canada named Steven?
It's
Well,
me.
if
I
you,
mean,
even
blame
if you
me.
don't, he's probably the reason you're homeless. Just so you know.
I also think that I was going to take credit for the pandemic, but I think it was Jeff becoming a Satanist. I think that might have been one of the greatest evil
Oh, I
acts.
didn't. And you
I'm
know what?
serious.
Okay, you're not going to believe this. For all you conspiracy theorists out here, the town I live in was the first recorded case of COVID in the U.S. Where it all started.
Really?
It was ground zero. Yeah, the hospital where I go and see my doctor on it, like when I need to go see that, is the very place that the first case of COVID.
So
in the US
Satan
Oh
used you
shit!
as
That's
his
ground
Not
agent.
that there
zero.
wasn't
agent
COVID
to-
before, but this was the first documented case.
Oh
Have
shit!
you guys ever seen that? There's a Kids in the Hall skit that's really funny. It's got like Dave Foley comes out at first of it, and he's like like this is a comedy show. We have something really serious, and he's like, Mark, get out here, and he has Mark McKinney come out, and Mark McKinney, he's like, go on, tell him, say it, and he's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, no, say it like you meant it. Say it like you said it in the rehearsal. I'm sorry I caused all that cancer.
I remember that from way back.
I'm sorry I
I'm starting
caused all
a-
that cancer. And he's like,
There's going to be a
and
new.
Oh, the blame Jeff.
There's
Good.
gonna
Maybe
be a
we'll
new
finally get
hashtag,
our
everyone.
subscriber count. And we can
I'm
grow our
trying
channel.
to start this.
Well,
This is going to be trending. Blame
I'll
Jeff
take hate watchers.
for-
Anything that
for-
numbers.
for the
blame
scamdemic.
Jeff.
Frank
You
Tank.
did
I
say
don't
you
know
would
you,
go.
but welcome to the show. Welcome, Frank.
Oh yeah, hi Frank. Tank, you're a new one too. Hopefully not
Are
a
you
porn
just
bomber.
Frank? Are you just Frank or are you Frank Tank?
Did you vet them for porn bombery?
You could call me Frank.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I've
you're not
never
you're,
seen
you're not the
before, I
Frank
don't
we
think.
know.
Or
so
you're not our Frank, not Monkey Frank, huh?
No.
probably not.
I
He
mean,
sounds are you British or
normal.
Irish?
He sounds too sane.
British.
Are you new to my
Jersey.
channel, Frank?
I'm from Jersey.
Oh, you're from Jersey.
Jersey, really?
New
Okay,
Jersey?
your accent sounded European for a second. Sorry about that. My
Jersey,
bad.
the island.
Oh, the island. Interesting. Where's Jersey? The island.
South of England.
Oh,
Oh, Jersey.
Okay.
you are European. Okay.
You are from. Okay,
Said New-
okay.
New Jersey.
When people say
Interesting.
Jersey, we think New Jersey. Sorry, we're
Yeah.
we're
No,
stupid
We're dumb
Americans. We don't.
Americans.
Nah, mate.
Well, welcome to El Diablo Radio International. Have you been here before, Frank? Are you new here?
No, mate. I'm new.
Oh,
Well,
interesting.
welcome to hell.
You just found my channel?
Yeah, recommended.
Oh, who recommended it to you?
YouTube.
Oh, just
You
like through
do.
the algorithm? Wow.
Wow. That never happens. I'm shocked by that one. That never happens. Crazy. Are you into these sorts of topics, Frank, or what are your thoughts on what you've heard so far?
I love it.
Awesome.
Great stuff. I'm
No, we'll
I'm a
take
bit
it.
neurodiverse, so yeah, I'll just
Oh,
love it.
well, welcome.
He hit him with the Nero. He hit him with the Nero card. Okay, bro. Okay. Keep going.
Well,
So
thanks,
we're
mate. I'm glad you enjoy it. Are you insane, and do you stand against sameness and sanity the way that I do, Frank?
I don't know, mate. I've only watched like as much as I've watched.
No.
Hey, Dino, he put a Scottish accent on. He just switched it to a Scottish accent. Can listen to it. Listen. Yeah.
But I mean, in life, I know you're here. You get what I'm saying. Do you see the masses as sheep, as followers, as ones that obey the government media that just follow along, and they're pretty much cloned sheep?
Absolutely, mate. I mean, you nailed it.
I wondered if that was your avatar for that reason. I had to ask. So that's excellent. Well, it's good to have you here, mate. I know lots of people in Great Britain, UK. There's some of my moderators are from there.
He's biting it. Told you he's a fucking watermelon. Oh my god. He's a watermelon, bro. He's biting it. Oh shit. He's a watermelon. Let's keep going.
There's some of my moderators are from there. They're not here at the moment, but Wendy is from there, and I have some other people here that are regulars here from the UK. So it's awesome to have you here.
Brilliant.
It's Jeff's first time here. He's a Satanist with antlers on and a Baphomet in the background, and he's representing the not the Church of Satan. What was it earlier that you said about?
Well,
the
no,
temple?
I'm not in the Satanic Temple anymore. That's the one I joined, but I quickly
Oh, okay.
because they went woke. They're very, very woke.
Oh, they're woke.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
That's
Wow.
I joined Satanism for the anti-authoritarianism, and when I showed up, they were policing language and pronouns, and I'm like, this is the
What?
exact stuff I joined to get away from. Like, I didn't want to encounter it in the satanic community. I was just
Yeah, I didn't know that.
anti-authoritarian. Yeah.
Wow. That's mind blowing. I didn't know that. Wow.
It blew mine too. I was all
I almost
excited. I
said
finally found a religion and a church, and I showed up, and they were all woke.
I would have been
So I
like,
became
Jesus
independent.
Christ, what is this place?
That's what I did.
But then
you guys are more woke than
but then you would
Christians.
have scared them all. They would have like, and they would have ran off. So.
They were good. I liked them all. Like, they were cool people. They were just woke. That's before I really knew what woke was, but I knew that it was definitely not my idea of Satanism.
Hey mate, you
How would
say
they react?
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead,
Hey,
Frank.
hey mate, you say they're woke, but what's your meaning?
Critical theory, critical oppressor. Everything is power dynamics, and you're either an oppressor or an oppressed. And there's the intersectionality and identity politics too. I'd say those are like the 2 or 3 main components of wokeness or critical social justice theory.
Fair.
But also the whole thing with trans and pronouns, like people saying they look male and they're saying the pronouns are she and her and all that kind of stuff. And you look at them and they look just like a guy, but they're saying that their pronouns are female. And it's all this woke weirdness over here. It's taken over the culture basically. It's mind control is really what it is. They want you to call people whatever they want. There's some of them that want you to call them a cat, and they claim that they're a cat, and they're not even. They claim not to be human, and it's ridiculous. But if they said, "What are your pronouns?" I would have said mine are King and El Diablo. You can call me that. Like I don't go.
I tell them my pronoun is faggot.
I've never heard that one before.
Yeah,
I've never heard anyone say that.
They leave me alone after that.
Mate,
they don't even.
Hey mate, Jeff, why are you crawling in the dirt like a maggot? What is it about maggots?
Faggot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tell them my pronoun is faggot, and then they shut up and leave me alone. Or the other thing I say I don't use pronouns, and they don't know what to do with that either, and they leave me alone.
I don't either, but I would say mine is. I would say just to roll with
or I'll say the standard pronoun. Say, just the standard pronouns. Meaning
just the standard.
My pronouns are fucking off. Yeah.
Although I was on a Zoom one time and we were talking about pronouns, and it was like a few girls, 4 or 5 guys, and this one guy was talking, and he was naming all the guys, and he was saying, it's so obvious to me that people like Tom and John and Frank and even Jeff are obviously guys. And I'm thinking, even Jeff, what did that mean? Like, what did he mean by that? Even Jeff.
Well,
so his
Jeff,
point was that you could look at people like us and tell we were guys. I just don't know why I was throwing this.
Hey mate, were you wearing the helmet?
No, I didn't have the antlers. I looked more like the rest of you at the time.
Fair.
But
That was
my
before
my
my phone threw
my
in.
medical records, I was this transgender.
Oh yeah,
for-
Chris is trans. He showed up at a
Yeah.
hospital appointment the other day, and they're like, "Sir, we have you listed as transgender, correct?"
Hey, mate, this guy's trans.
I'm not. No. But apparently a doctor or somebody or a typo or something made it look like that in my medical records.
Somebody thought he was trans.
Hey, mate, you ain't look like you were trans.
I would agree. So did the nurse, and that's the reason why she asked. So
She didn't just say open up your fly and check your pants. Can you imagine that? Some nurses do that. True story. Some nurses do that before. So my uncle told me the nurse did that before he got surgery. He had a heart attack
Wait,
and he
what?
had to have he had to have heart surgery. So you have to shave your genitals because they go in there through there to get up to your heart. They put the
Wait, what? Okay,
the
I don't
stent-
know if I want to
Yeah.
finish.
Well, it's not through the tip of your penis. Don't worry. It's not, but it is in your.
They don't
pants.
go through the
So you got to
chest?
shave. No, to put this in, they
it
go
depends
through
on
the groin.
the surgery.
Yeah,
There is
this
open heart surgery.
Yeah, there is open heart, but this is a
Hey, mate,
non-invasive
you
type.
saying? Hey, mate, you saying they get to your heart through your dick?
I think
Not
that's
through
what
the
he said.
dick, but through the groin, through that area.
Okay.
So it is
So
in
not
your
the,
pants.
so not the
So-
dick.
No, not the dick. But she had to shave, and the nurse said, "Hey, open up and let me see." And he goes, "Oh, you have to check." And she goes, "Yeah, you have to make sure it's shaved right because you can get an infection if it isn't shaved properly when they're doing surgery. It has to be shaved." So she checked, and she said to him, "Nice job," and he said, "Thank you." It was a funny story, but they actually do check before like a surgery like that if you shave properly because it was up to him to shave his area, right? So yeah, they looked inside his pants. So
Was
what I
he
was saying
trans?
to
And if you
No,
didn't
my uncle's not
and if
trans. He's
you're
a
not
normal
shaved
guy.
properly, they will shave you. They will shave you.
Yeah, they will. They'll have to shave you then if you don't do it right. They're gonna shave you before.
I
That's
thought
what they do for that surgery.
I've never been asked to shave myself. I thought they always shave you. I
Yeah,
never
they shaved me for my surgery, but
Oh.
it didn't bother me.
They
I was just
told
like,
him to shave.
I was
come there
already
shaved.
on like part of the. They already had part of the
I thought that was
anesthetic.
What type of surgeries is everyone having? They got to bloody shave themselves. What's going on? What am I listening to? Honestly, Frank the Tank. Look, I can see the cockroach sign up there. That means he got kicked out. I want to see what's happening.
On like part of the. They already had part
I
of the
thought that was
anesthetic.
part of the surgery, like part of the prep that they do.
Well, they're cutting costs.
Maybe well, y'all are
It's by your-
Canadian though. You don't have
It's
that
buy
weird
your own
healthcare.
razor. It's buy your own razor here. You gotta buy your own razor and shaving cream, and you gotta shave your groin. You know, they don't just do it's not like those adult movies where the nurse does everything and lathers you up and comes to
So
your room
what
and
if you
shaves
fail
you.
the check? Then do you have to go back and reshave, or do they just
Watch a
No,
lot
I
of
think they would
movies then, eh?
strap you down on the table and shave you, I guess. They'd be like, "You dumbass, you didn't shave yourself properly." Now
do
we
they
have to do it.
like
You know.
provide a little pamphlet or something with like our video of this is?
I think they did. They like a little
Shade.
prep. You
Do that
you
over
a
here.
jester, Steven. You ain't even met a real troll. This is
Welcome,
some real
Provo.
soul.
Welcome, Provo.
Welcome. Y'all upset. Y'all sad. You just got duped and looped and looking
Uh-huh,
like
man.
Hey, mate, ain't even close.
It's not close to like Provo, Utah, or anything.
Ain't not even close, mate.
Oh, okay. So if you pulled up a channel similar to that, we wouldn't see you
Hey,
on
mate.
it right now.
Hey, mate, are you sitting on something funny? Why you barking, mate? What's the problem here?
Did
What are
you
you
say you
talking
were
about?
neurodivergent?
On occasions, mate.
Okay.
On occasions.
On occasions. Who's blocking who? Nobody's been blocked. What do you mean?
Hey, Gen X, were you a hall monitor in your school?
Oh God, I know. We didn't.
Well,
first of all, we
you're
didn't
doing
have
a good job. You're doing a
we
good
didn't
job
need
now,
them.
mate.
All
Mate,
my
mate,
classmates
you
knew how
doing
to
it, mate.
behave.
You're doing a good job now.
Uh-oh.
of hall monitoring?
Why? Because I'm asking you
You a
questions.
tattletale?
You seem defensive.
You seem like a tattletale, Jeff.
This seems very
Hey,
defensive. This is
Jeff,
not
you
my
seem
channel.
like Jeff. Are you trying to score a point?
Steven's per
I bet he's the one who gave. I bet he gave Provo's cover. I bet he blew Provo's cover. That it was Jeff.
But he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff.
perfectly capable of monitoring himself. He doesn't need a hall monitor.
Oh well, you've been one the last 5 minutes.
I know, but look how defensive you got. All I did was ask a few questions and post the link.
Okay.
And all of a
okay.
sudden, like I'm the target of this inquisition. Are you a hall
It
monitor?
is.
Like
you
it's
are
to
hall
deflect
You a
attention from-
tattletale. You a hall monitor.
See,
You
what would
Yeah,
I be tattling about?
Suddenly
as
your
a room?
accent is suddenly
Could
your
you be
accent's very
doing
different,
something
Frank James.
suddenly
to tattle
YouTube been
about?
head.
I'm
Suddenly
just asking
YouTube been
questions,
head,
dude.
and you too,
I'm
King
just asking
Steven.
questions.
And you ain't no
We do
king.
that
You a
over here.
jester, Steven. You ain't even control. This
Welcome,
is real
Provo.
soul.
Welcome, Provo.
Welcome. Y'all upset. Y'all sad. You just got duped.
It took him so long to find out.
Yeah.
So long to find out. And it was Gen X Jeff who blew the cover. You blew my cover. Blew the cover. Interesting. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he keeps them on or he kicks them off.
Oh, y'all upset. Y'all sad. You just got duped and looped and looking like dummies, thinking you know about the world, but you don't even know who I am. Coming up in here,
No,
disrespecting your
that was
area.
Provo. You did get me.
Yeah, I
You
did.
get
I
me.
did.
That
I
was-
got you all. I
Fact.
got you all.
Frank,
I'm better than you, peasant. I'm better than you.
you're not better than anybody. You're a peasant.
Did you kick him?
I
or did you
kicked
drop?
him.
I kicked him.
Oh, okay. Do you know Provo?
No, not
He
really.
kicked back the king.
Specialist in what he calls conflict content, and he goes on these panels. He has his own. He's autistic. He has his own little brand of spicing up panels. But usually he comes on as a sale. So this was an alias, and then
Little Jeff, you're a tattletale for real. You're a tattletale. Like clearly you're a little tattletale.
You're looking for a bit of approval, bro.
Approval, that's the one. Approval. Very interesting.
comes on as a sale. So this was an alias, and an accent and everything. He really had me fooled.
Really had me fooled. Cause you're a fool. That's why I had you fooled. Only fools get fooled. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, he was restreaming this stream, and
And even he's like, oh, I might be neurodivergent. Like, and Provo is like hardcore autism, so like you would never think it was Provo if he had that much doubt. He's good. Provo's good.
Yeah, it's not my thing. I don't like my time wasted. So
no, I understand.
I don't know.
You don't like his time wasted. This is coming from the fucking weirdo who was just asking the woman about her bra size and what she got going on. Like, wow.
Jiggle, jiggle. Watching the jiggle, jiggle.
Jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, I understand.
I don't know. It's kind of
That's
an
all.
art form, right?
You can think a good friend of
It
ours.
is your channel. Like,
you can thank a good friend of ours for making that call out. That was not our discovery.
Yeah, we got people looking out for us out in these streets.
Yeah,
somebody said I've banned over 1,000 people, which is untrue. It's only 400 and something. It's not 1,000. There's a channel that claims I've banned over 1,000. So I've banned whole channels here worth of people, and I don't mind. I really.
Oh, he bans everybody. He bans everybody, but invites you back over. Make that make sense? Banning people and inviting them over. Why do they do that?
I think he thinks he can put people in their place, then he can bring them back.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work on your time, King Stephen. Unfortunately, it works when we're ready to make a fool out of you. That's when we show up on your channel, right? As a matter of fact, I'm expected there pretty soon, so watch out for me sooner or later. King Stephen.
Channels here for people, and I don't mind. I really do keep the quality here. And as you
Yeah, I
notice,
have to say, this has been
the
a
chat room
fairly
here is very
calm,
different.
free night.
It's not like what these people that attack all the time, and then they say Stephen attacks. Well, look at my chat compared to other channels. It's night and day. That's the way it goes
that,
here.
that really did trigger him so hard. He got so mad he got discovered.
Yeah.
Look at the snitches, happy with themselves. He was so mad he got discovered. Yeah, I can't listen to them. Dry snitches. Oh shit. Yeah. Hold on, let me sort out your thing again. Mic check.
Mic check.
There you go. It's getting a bit. Had to sort it out a bit. Interesting. I don't understand. I mean, he's gone from calling, certain communities panel channels. They don't do the panel channels. Sick and tired panel channel, blah blah blah. Now he's hosting his own panel channels. Like he's doing his own panel channels. Like, that is weird. Weird. One rule.
One rule for him, and a fucking whole lot of rules for everybody.
Yeah. Very interesting. What we've shown today is how much of a hypocrite he is. He projects.
Biggest bloody hypocrite I've heard so far. I mean, heard quite a few on this buddy show, but like in YouTube streets. But what do we call it? The metaverse. But yeah, this one takes the cake. This guy's a bloody real hypocrite. And he makes a job of it. This guy,
I know. It's hilarious. I wonder if he's ever gonna find love again with Bex.
Good thing I didn't have any tea in my mouth. I would have gone everywhere. Poor.
Yeah, that's wild. You know what that is actually? You see all of that there, right? To me, that just screams this. Have a listen to this. All what we just witnessed, right? And yesterday, right, on Love Island, and today, this is this.
Yeah. You guys ever feel sad? Yeah, so sad. I know I'm not alone. No, you're not alone. Sadness is like a virus, like COVID. Well, COVID's fake, but it's real. But shit, I don't know. But that shit fucking creeps on you. Sadness. Alright. Sadness everywhere. Sadness. Can't you smell fucking fear everywhere? The pain that you see. The sadness floating everywhere. Fucking indeed. I fucking know that I fucking got flow. I know that I fucking smoke hydro. I know when times are rough, yo. But fucker, it's time to tell you the story that I gotta say about the sadness that won't go away. Fuck the shit, it ain't legit. My life is fucked. What up with it? Sadness everywhere. Sadness. I don't care. Sadness. Go from me. Sadness.
Holy shit.
Just let me be. I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm Snap on the mic.
What did you say?
What I spit, fucking saying it from my heart. Alright, sadness is what I feel. Pain's what I see. Those tears drop from my cheeks. Fucking, it's indeed, I feel that sadness. Do you feel the pain? Sadness. It's insane. The shit that you feel, things that you want. The sadness takes over. That's up front. Let me tell you fucking what I do and what I gotta say. I bust out the mic about my sadness today. Sadness! Sadness! Everyone, the pain and sadness is real. It ain't no fucking pill. It ain't no thrill. It ain't even chill.
Hey, when he screams sadness, for some reason I fucking feel it when he says that.
Yeah.
Mental.
It's rich. It's a very rich song, isn't it? You know?
That is. Paul said this fool really made a banger.
What did he say?
Oh, Paul. Oh shit. This fool really made a banger.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit. That is hilarious. This fool really made a banger. Yeah, boy. Yeah, that's how I feel though. He made a banger. Facts. Salute to the Grand Old chat room. Salute.
Who we got down here? Who we got down here today?
We got Snowfire in the building. We got Shadow and Light in the building. We got Isaac in the building. Good stuff. We got my brother Alki in the building. You got all in the building.
This small town girl here.
Yeah, small town somewhere. She's lurking. She's down there, definitely. She's down there. Gen 2 guns down there. Yeah, they're down there.
Hope you're doing well today. Big hugs from me and Maureen. Always I include Maureen because we think of each other. We think of other people that way together. Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. We've got Demon Slayer down there. Then he has to go for now. Much love. Good stuff, Demon Slayer.
Yeah, big ups on that bloody video there, Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We might have to link up with some works. Put some comedy shit together.
Yeah, it looks like a good editor, like yourself, London. Right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Big up for that. Big up. Big up. Definitely. So yeah, what did you think about yesterday when I was showing the hold on, let me see if I've got it here. Should be here. I don't know. Where's it gone?
I do always enjoy your show, Adrian, because I like to laugh, brother. Honestly.
This OVO stuff that we looked into, was you there for that part? Did you see that part?
No, I didn't see this, but it must have been in the beginning.
You missed out on a banger, man.
Oh shit, I'm gonna go back.
You missed out on a banger. Alright, check this out, right?
It must have been before I joined.
I can't remember now. Did you join at the
And,
beginning or end?
about it started. It started before I got there.
Okay, can't remember now. But okay, cool. I was looking into the rapper Drake, right? Have you heard of Drake?
Yes.
Okay, this is his sign here, right? The bird and this thing here. To me, it looks
Okay.
like the eye, the lens, and all that stuff, right? And this is the bird,
Yeah.
right? Now they go hand in hand. He's thing behind it, right? If you look at the bird's face, it's got the O, then
And
the V, right? And hold on, hear me out. If you look down here, his thing is called October's Very Own, meaning OVO, right?
yes.
That's October's Very Own, right? And this is one of the symbols, the eye, aka the egg, right? Remember, egg and eye, very synonymous. Same thing, basically, right?
Okay.
Did you want to say something before I go on to the next pitch?
Well, you got the right hand one, the one that looks like the eye,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also got the like the almost the yin and the yang sort of pull left and right with the two that like would represent the muscles in the eye, even, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, that represents the eye itself, like the eye in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I
yeah,
agree.
that's.
Right, so it's OVO, right? Now
OVO, you say?
OVO,
Okay.
October's Very Own, right? OVO. This is it again.
I gotcha.
Up top. Can you see that?
Yeah, up top of our very own arena. Yeah.
Okay. So on another scale, right? Remember the bird, the egg, the eye, OVO, right? This is a form of OVO, right? When they inject
Yeah.
eggs, right? The fact, I don't want to say the whole thing in case we get striked, right? But this is OVO,
Yes, I understand. Yep, I
right?
got you. Yeah.
So when I was looking at this, right, I started thinking of obviously like this stuff here, the egg and shit. But then it also reminds me of this, like this is the eye again, egg eye. You see how the muscles would be pulling the lens, the eye on each side. This is how it starts out,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Right. And that's the bird again in the egg, right? So when I think of stuff like that, right, it brings me to like this in the Matrix. People in the eggs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Podcast babies.
That's what I think he's trying to show us.
Yes. Yes. Artificial wombs. That's interesting, isn't it? Like we were seated here. Excuse me, you know.
But look, they were seeded somewhere. Something was seeded. Something was genetically manipulated or
Yeah,
modified. What
I
they're
mean,
showing to you.
it's a big call to stretch your neck out and say, well, you know, that something of a macro size that would make our home, the Earth, look like a micro speck on the end of a needle. You know, if the direction to go, either macro or micro, is just infinite as far as I can see now, and I kind of feel like, you know, we are like a test cage, a cage to be lab rats in a scientific experiment. You know, I mean, I posted that when the COVID thing went down, and I had 2 rats in a bloody in a glass container, and one rat says to the other, "Oh, have you had the shot yet?" And the other rat goes, "No, I'm still waiting on the test from the humans." But you know, if you think about this in a way that if you can imagine that you're actually living and existing in an eye, then you've got to think like what I do is like, if I'm living in an eye, then, you know, the experiments and all the things that we see going on in our realm today could be going on in a realm where they're doing experiments on the eye we're living in, right?
Mhm.
I mean, I know it's a broad thing, but you know, it's just a case, I feel anyway. I might be overstepping myself. I don't know. What do you think, Adrian?
I feel we're onto something here. Right? I feel like, you know, the fractal world is very much real, micro to macro. Mm. And I think people ain't letting their imagination run wild enough. That's one of the first principles. Let your imagination run wild. I don't think we're doing that.
Absolutely, I think so. I mean, you look at a child; they have no rules, no boundaries on imagination, right? I mean, what do they do? I feel like is the school curriculum and all the way the world works is designed to crush that, you know, just an extraordinary imagination. You know, it is. It's purely extraordinary. You know. Yeah. I'm just, you know. Actually, I've got a real buzz going up my spine at the moment. I got a chill, like that. The chill you get when you accept something that you know. You know? And it's just coming at me like, I feel that's just so true. As we enchain our mind when we stop our imagination from running free. Yeah.
Now, obviously, some people might be thinking, nah, that still ain't much of a connection, London. You know, can't see how that ties in with the eye. You know, but I'm pretty sure that ties in with the eye, right? And keeping in mind, right, we've been talking about, or I've been talking about this lens and stuff, right? Now,
yes,
we've been talking about the egg, the cosmic egg, the bird, the eyes, the lens, all of that stuff, right? Now, the OVO, right? Now, this is another thing what they're showing us with OVO. Look, LASIK lenses. Right. Doctors' eyesights and shit.
Okay. Why specialist?
OVO.
Hi, Dr. Mark Lobanoff from OVO LASIK and Lens. Now, everybody knows OVO for the LASIK part of our name. And we're really proud of that. But we also offer lens-based refractive surgeries too. And for many patients, a lens-based refractive surgery is going to get them a better outcome. I'd like to talk to you about one of our procedures, which is called restorative lens exchange. What's that all about? Well, as we age, our natural lens inside the eye loses its flexibility. And as it loses its flexibility, we have more and more trouble with things up close. We start having to rely on reading glasses, and this condition is called presbyopia. It happens to everybody on the planet. Nobody escapes. It's part of the natural aging process. What restorative lens exchange does is we're fixing that. We're restoring it with a lens that allows patients to see once again near, mid-range, and far with no glasses or contact lenses, restoring the vision to a more youthful state. Now, an added benefit is that it's going to prevent you from ever getting cataracts. What is a cataract? A cataract is where that aging lens becomes hazy or cloudy, really making it difficult to see.
So that type of lensing stops you from getting cataracts. What they're trying to say.
Right. It's some kind of contact lens, isn't it?
Okay, interesting.
And again, that also happens to everyone if the natural lens is allowed to age. But with restorative lens exchange, we've removed that natural lens. And so you will not get cataracts later in life. This is a permanent solution for your vision. So that next day, what we want you to do is come in for a post-op visit. The exciting thing is most patients can drive themselves the next day. We're going to see you. We're going to make sure the eye is healing well, make sure that the vision is good, make sure you understand how to use all your drops for the post-operative care. And before you know it, you're healed and doing well. Having personally reached the age where presbyopia set in for myself, I know how difficult it is, how frustrating it is to need reading glasses to see something up close. What this procedure does is it offers you freedom. You're free once again, like you were when you're 25, 30, 35, where you can simply go about your life. You wake up, you can see in the distance. You grab your cell phone, you can immediately see it. You're not hunting for those reading glasses. So this really brings a lot more freedom and restores you to a more youthful lifestyle. I believed in this procedure so much, I performed it on my own. Now, my wife had always had excellent distance vision, but she had reached the age of presbyopia and was really frustrated that she had to hunt down and find a pair of reading glasses to see her cell phone or her computer. So I performed a restorative lens exchange. And as early as the next morning, she was amazed. She could see her cell phone again. She could see that alarm clock and see in the distance. So with a painless, very quick procedure, we had restored her to more youthful vision. I did the same procedure for my best friend from med school. He's a radiologist. And this friend of mine, he's always on his cell phone. And when he's not on his cell phone, he's reading CT scans, MRIs on the computer. We restored that vision for him as well. I believe in this procedure so much, I'm performing it on my own friends and family.
Ooh. There you
That's
have it,
the
ladies and
money
gentlemen.
maker.
Ovo Lensing, brought to you by London, man. Right.
Interesting find, my friend. Mm. Yeah, that's interesting. Imagine having that kind of vision again. Do you still have your good vision, Adrian?
One more time.
Do you still have good vision?
Yeah, yeah. I still got good vision. Yeah. Still got good vision.
I mean, I can see a long way in the distance without my glasses, but I've got a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can take my glasses off and walk around. I got no problem, you know. The only bloody thing I need them for is just to redefine the line so I don't get a blur. That's all it is.
Yeah. Even when I think of the Simpsons, right? What was the premise of that? Was they changing the lens or putting a what was that all about now? I have to kind of revisit that again.
You mean breaking the hole in the glass ceiling?
Yeah, but why did they put it there? Was it an outbreak of something? Was it due to illness? Or because you change things, right, when things are on its way out, right? Or it's an illness or something is changing or replacing. So I wonder if there was something that we missed in these type of stuff. You know, but I have a different thought pattern when I look at these things now, especially when I know about things in the body needs replacing when it's on its way out. So I look at that with the eye as well. You know, as they're telling you, you get older, you have to replace stuff. You know, so even when we were looking at that stuff with James Terrell and Kanye, what he was explaining something, is that him explaining how to move the lens, change the lens?
Yeah, yep, like the yeah, I understand how to shift the weight or shift the
Is that yes, the weight of it, yeah.
Yes.
Check this out as well. Hold on. I come across another little
That's a good point.
Go on, carry on.
That was a good point, the weight of it, right? How he like he's shifting the weight of it. So they're changing the lenses, aren't they?
Yeah.
So maybe there's a certain pressure shift going on there, you know. I think it's got something to do with pressure, isn't it? In your eye. Like when you squint, for example, the muscles go either left or right to flatten your cornea. Is that?
Yeah, hold on. You're boring again. 1 second. Let me change you. Let's see if I can sort that out. Mic check.
Mic one.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. So like so when you squint, for example, your muscles go left and right. So it squeezes the cornea.
Mm-hmm.
Roger's going off.
He's all right.
And wouldn't it is this like operation? Are they adding something in, or are they removing something? Are they removing some of the fluid?
Rebuilding.
Is there?
I think they're rebuilding because they always talk about when the kingdom of heaven is built and all that stuff, right? So I think they're rebuilding.
Okay. Just for a moment. If
what
the creature was in there, if there was a creature in your eye,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it has to feed, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Would that shift a lot of weight? Wouldn't that shift a lot of weight? Like put more weight in?
Probably would, yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, it would.
Just think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's something else. Right? Let me see if I've got it here. 1 second. Yeah, check this out, right?
Yep.
Listen to the words they say. I hope I don't get a bloody copyright, but have a listen.
Wow, Watcher sure doesn't skip on his team. Avengers, over here. These crystal lenses were formed in the heart of a gas giant.
They were formed inside Hulk?
Nice. So Arsenal can focus the Power Stone blast. Exactly. Falcon, use the Watcher's system to get me anything you can on Thanos. Hawkeye, find something to put these crystals in. Widow, help us pull this thing apart.
Glove.
You hear the words they're using, right? Gas giant,
Yeah.
crystal lens, right? Hawkeye. Right?
Yep, everything in the eye. Yep.
Everything with the eye, bro. Like crazy, right?
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're putting it in everything. Ovo and everything, bro. It's wild. Gas giant, Hawkeye, lens, blah blah blah. Blah. It's like,
Yes,
and you know what type of gas? Hold on, you're breaking up. Say that again.
So the gas giant was the Hulk, right?
No. He just used Hulk as a reference, just as a joke.
Oh, okay.
But that was because Hulk was on their side. They're talking about attacking Thanos, the enemy. But he just used Hulk as a reference. Hold on, wait. Let's stop. Let's think. Why did he use Hulk anyway?
Yes. I'm trying to
As a
figure
joke.
out.
Why did he use Hulk as a joke? I mean, Hulk is green.
Yes.
Gamma rays. They're talking about the gamma rays, radiation. Okay, radiation from the sun, lens. Okay, maybe there's a reference in that. I ain't found it yet. But yeah, gas giant, right?
Yes.
What type of gas would they be talking about in the eye or in a lens, right? But let's have a for people not understand what I'm talking about.
Well,
Horror film director Sergio Newspiller is investigating reports of paranormal activity around a mysterious eye deep in an Argentinian swamp.
As you can see, it's a perfect formation.
He has
Fair use.
finally reached the eye-shaped piece of swamp. He discovers that it's moving.
very weird how this island moves.
Satellite image analysis confirms NewSpiller's discovery.
As I go through the historical imagery, I can actually watch it move as if it's following a pattern around the lake.
The historical images show the eye has been here and moving for 20 years.
Every day, the island was in a different position. I believe there's something that's actually pulling the island around the lake.
NewSpiller climbs onto the eye to investigate.
Look at this shape. It looks for real that someone is cutting it. It's like it's floating. Look at this, a carpet. It's like a carpet.
The eye appears to be a floating disc covered in vegetation. NewSpiller looks for clues as to how it was formed.
We are trying to go there, use a small underwater camera, and see if we can have some pictures. We are also trying to see if there's something human-built or something.
NewSpiller can find no evidence that the eye is man-made. But if it's natural, why is it so symmetrical? And why does it float?
As we walk, there are bubbles coming from the bottom. It's methane gas.
Methane gas is produced by decomposing organic material and is lighter than air.
Part of this gas might be one of the things that helps this island to float.
Floating islands do exist elsewhere in South America.
We do know that up in Peru, in Lake Titicaca, there are these unique structures created by the Yuru people. They're actually reeds that are woven together to form islands, and people will actually live on these floating islands in the middle of the lake.
But there's a big difference between the islands in Peru and the eye in the middle of the swamp.
These floating islands in Peru require regular maintenance so that they can keep their shape, because it will deteriorate over time. But this formation in Argentina, there's really nobody around. So how would it keep its shape over time?
I need to talk to you. We need help.
All right, that's pretty interesting. I'd like to relate something there.
Of course you can.
Down the west coast of the South Island, there's a place called Lake Brunner, and on Lake Brunner there's a floating island, and it does move across the lake. It's prone to the wind, of course. But it just doesn't seem to lodge itself anywhere. It just floats around, like on Lake Brunner. Yeah.
Yeah. Just sitting there, yeah, moving around.
Yeah, well, the lake's quite big and the little island is quite small. But it's a floating island. It just floats across the lake, whichever way the wind blows.
It's interesting. Let's just have a thing. 1 second.
No worries. I have 420 if everyone's got it.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Now, remember, we've been talking about the fractal side of things, right?
Yeah.
I want you to have a look at this. That guy that I've been following again. Second.
So let's talk about fractals, the mathematical objects that tend to form repetitive patterns that can actually go on forever and even appear at different scales or in different sizes. And though I think most of you are probably familiar with fractals, today we're going to talk about something that nobody knew before. So, hello, wonderful person. This is Anton. Let's discuss a completely new discovery of a natural fractal in biology that was discovered completely by accident, and literally nobody knew why it existed or what it does. But I guess first, just a little bit more about fractals in nature. Obviously, for reasons we still don't really understand, fractals do seem to exist everywhere. But obviously, we're not just talking about art or fractals that we create as humans. I'm talking about natural formations, such as the ones we see in crystals, for example, snowflakes. These are different types of fractals. We also obviously see it in a lot of different phenomena, such as lightning, and especially when you use super high voltage lightning to, for example, break acrylic glass. This is sometimes known as the Lichtenberg figure. But I guess one of the most famous examples is probably in food. Romanesco broccoli, a ridiculously complex fractal that you see right here that almost looks like it's not real. Yet this is an actual picture, so it is real. And so today we know that quite a lot of different things seem to form fractals for one reason or another. No matter what scale you go to, either minuscule, microscopic, or even large scales, so basically seeing things from the International Space Station, here's actually one example, in this case different river valleys that seem to form fractals as well, we basically seem to observe them everywhere. With I guess the largest known example being the mysterious cosmic web, something you can learn more about in one of the videos in the description. But obviously exactly why these types of structures form fractals is not a question we can always answer. Sometimes it makes sense, I guess sometimes it's more efficient, but sometimes it does not make sense at all. And today we're going to discuss one such example that we've never seen before. Well, let me show you a picture. Here. This was discovered completely by accident. And this is literally the smallest ever fractal, natural fractal, ever seen anywhere. This is the first regular molecular fractal that was discovered in one of the microscopic images from a relatively well-known cyanobacteria. And
just 12 short hours until work.
They're saying that's the first ever fractal, smallest fractal. See.
Microbial enzyme, and a really important one that this cyanobacterium uses to survive. This is actually, let me show you a picture. Here. This was discovered.
Why is it triangle shape? Why is it like this? Why does it start out like this? If it is what they're saying, why is it starting out as a triangle? Could that be something else?
Because there's a triangle within the triangle there. Yeah, I don't know.
It almost looks like the Trinity sign. Like the Trinity sign, yeah. Like the Trinity, like the free body problem sign. What I've been telling you guys about. Yeah, that's the free body sign, the Trinity sign. It looks like it's got a chalice in the middle, like a cup or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I had to get me bloody extra eyes out to have a look at that.
I wonder if they're showing us on a you know when you use certain pictures, like certain like cameras, like radiography or X-ray or infra, like you can almost see like within the body, right? So you can possibly see the top layer, the bottom layer, and everything, almost like X-ray vision type of style, right? But that almost looks like when I just had a look on my other screen, it looks like it's showing. Let me show you 1 second. Get that off the screen. Let's go back to this quick, right? So you understand. Now, Oh, hold on. It says, yeah, you lot are there. Okay. So there's 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, and then you have like
Mm,
the dome. Sorry, like the cup, right?
yeah,
The lens, the cup. How they
like the
show you
chalice.
the challenge, like how they show you in Egypt, right? Cup,
Yes.
right? So, but remember the 3 part, right? You get the 1,
Yep.
2, and the 3. And I'm pretty sure the thing would be in there, right? Somewhere hiding. But that, right, like I said, that would be this. You understand? That they're showing you there is the 1, 2, and the 3.
Okay.
Give you like that.
Yep. And this is that's like an eye inspection going on, right?
Correct. Correct. Almost like that. Like that type of shit. Right?
Excuse me.
Like this one right
My
here,
friend,
look, it's got... Go on, say that
my
again.
friend Kaz is out. My friend Kaz is out. He joined us. He's out having a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's happening, my man?
All good, bro? You?
Good stuff. I'm well, bro. I'm well. Just
Where are
schooling granddad.
Yeah, no worries, man. Whereabouts are you?
I'm over in London.
I mean, it's amazing how he can fucking clever do it.
Do you know you see that there? The gravitational field. This is what they're showing you. This look. We wander through the gravitational field of all 3 suns, but obviously they're probably telling you 3 suns, the Trinity. Go here again through the operations, what they're showing you.
This is like OVO, is it?
It's wild. And look, even in the OVO one that we saw, right? Where's the Drake one? Look. Look, the bits in the middle, right?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. That there would be these bits here. See that?
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah, man. It's all there, man. It's all there. It's all there.
You can see where you can see the face of the owl and the yeah, right. The face of the owl as the reference as well. Yeah, yeah, I get. I see that. Right. Session's on, bro.
I can tell. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. let me get up a notch. I wanted to put something on actually. Let's have a look at something. Actually, before I do that, I wanted to show you obviously because we've just been talking about you know, OVO, Drake and everything, right? So because he's pushing his little agenda, they gotta look after him, right? Let's have a look, see what they're giving him.
This is what it's like hanging out with Drake. First things first, I have to get there. You already know they about to show out. Starting off with the 5-star room and the view of the city with the Tesla car service. Are you kidding me? Now I'm on the way and we about to go crazy. My man's crib is crazy, bro. I got lost Look at this, bro. In the driveway. So at this point, they send me to the bathroom to change and get ready to hoop. Sun tanning beds in the bathroom, no big deal. I'm just like, what? With a walk of fame to the gym. At this point, I'm mind blown. I'm like, Anthony, what the is going on? But we gonna keep it pushing. So at this point, I'm suited up and we all just vibe. And Drake can actually hoop. I'm not surprised. And even after hooping for 3 hours, my boy set time aside to film content. And I know you guys saw this video, but look at his car collection. The whips were OD, and we got to take him out to dinner. So we got the whole OVO team, all the security on our way to dinner. And this was what I was driving. Rocks just gave me the keys like it was nothing. So we ate dinner and went to a private spot on top of the city. And to top it off, they took me to the OVO store to get whatever I wanted on the list. I got probably about $3,000 worth of stuff. But if you want to see more, follow me and like for part 2. This
The OVO store.
Yeah. That's what they get. That's what they get. Agendas. Agendas. Look after their people. Look after their people. Where's this film? Where's this show? Oh yes.
For that Alexa. Eh?
Are you trying to grow your brand using outdated tools?
Oh, don't want to hear that advert. Bloody hate adverts. There's another one. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Alexa.
Yeah, here we are. Let's get into this real quick.
Now, this is going to sound crazy, but there is actual evidence to suggest that the US military was experimenting with anti-gravity technology starting in the early 2000s and continuing until at least the mid-2010s. Strap on your tinfoil hats because I want to talk to you about the anti-gravity research of Chinese-American physicist.
Now, keeping in mind, I've been looking into like gravitational lensing and stuff like that, right? So I came across this anti-gravitational researcher that disappeared apparently, right? So let's keep going. 420 if you got that. I do it different. I know. Let's go.
Ning Li and her work with the US Army out of the Redstone Arsenal. This is, hands down, the strangest story I've ever discussed on this platform. Because, you see, not long after Dr. Ning Li signed a contract with the US military to move her anti-gravity research out of the realm of the theoretical and into practical experimentation, she disappeared, creating what's become among the most pervasive mysteries in modern internet history. Let's talk about the enigmatic anti-gravity research and the disappearance of Ning Li. I'm Alex Hollings, and this is a pretty weird episode of Air Power. Ning Li was a physicist who was born in China in 1943, but by the age of 40, her and her husband decided to leave China and immigrate to the United States. In 1983, she found her way to Huntsville, Alabama. Now, Alabama may seem like an unusual choice for a physicist, but in truth, Huntsville, Alabama has a long and storied history of being at the forefront of space and military technologies. In the days following World War II, the U.S. Army's Redstone Arsenal out of Huntsville, Alabama, became the centerpiece of ongoing experimentation with recovered German V-2 rockets that would go on to become the basis for both American space programs and ballistic missile efforts. And today, Huntsville is still the centerpiece of numerous ongoing technological efforts, with numerous research facilities throughout the city limits established by the University of Alabama and the Department of Defense, not to mention a dozen aerospace contractors with offices inside Huntsville, including Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, General Atomics, and more. Put simply, Huntsville, Alabama is where a great deal of groundbreaking research is done, and Ning Li wanted to be a part of that. By right around 1990, Ning Li had managed to secure herself a position as a research scientist at the University of Alabama's Center for Space Plasma and Aeronomic Research, and it was in this position that she would soon find some degree of celebrity. You see, the following year, in 1991, Ning teamed up with fellow physicist Douglas Torr to publish a series of peer-reviewed papers outlining their theoretical approach to beating back gravity. In these controversial papers, Ning and Torr described their theoretical approach to what they called a, quote, practical anti-gravity effect. Now, in this context, practical doesn't necessarily mean something that would work well right out of the box, but rather something that, based on their theory, could be done outside of laboratory settings, and as such, would have really practical use cases. Now, unsurprisingly, their theory reads as fairly complex to a layman like me, outlining how through the intentional rotation of ions, they could create a gravimetric field perpendicular to the axis of the ion's spin. And by
Can you hear all of that?
Yeah.
That sounds like it's a mixture of that shit that I was telling you guys about. Remember the other day with the metafluid stuff? The lensing, the gravitational lensing in the sky. That it connects with the ions of the sun and stuff. The rays collapse into a lens.
Right, yep.
Crazy. Let's keep going.
By aligning those rotating ions properly into a lattice they call a Bose-Einstein condensate, you could produce a strong repulsive force that could, in theory, counteract gravity. Now, it's important to remind you here that while these papers were written by respected physicists and were published by respected journals, after going through the peer review process, they were nonetheless theoretical. Neither Ning Li nor Douglas Torr were claiming to have already beaten gravity. Instead, they were claiming to have devised a theoretical roadmap for doing so. The inevitable next step was experimentation. And in 1997, Ning Li, now joined by physicists David Nuever, Tony Robertson, Ron Koskor, and Whit Brantley, published another paper. This new paper, entitled Static Test for a Gravitational Force Coupled to Type II YBCO Superconductors, outlined very real results to Ning Li's theoretical approach to anti-gravity. Now, to be clear, they weren't making anything float around the lab, but they did report what they considered to be.
Are you a STEM professional and are looking to apply for U.S. permanent residency?
Anomalous fluctuations in the weight of a static test mass that they had suspended above a spinning superconductor. I'll just go ahead and explain it in their words from a portion of the abstract of that paper. Recent experiments have reported anomalous weight loss for a test mass suspended above a rotating Type II YBCO superconductor with a
You see can you see that little experiment they just had there?
Yep.
That reminds me of like it's hold on. It looks like they're kind of showing you how they could keep stuff, in a suspended animation form with some type of, right? But I wonder if they can also move it, right? Direct it somewhere, maybe to another place like this. But I was thinking of something like those things like in Geneva, what they call them, right? What if they was made for something in the sky instead to like something like this, but lens type, invisible to the eye, like what we've seen with the reflecting stuff the other day.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
it's giving us that vibe. Because I've seen the lenses in the sky. I've got a video of it when the how would you call it, the eclipse happened. It exposes some lenses that are already in the sky, but I'm not sure what region it is. That's the only thing. I'm not sure what country it is where it's happening, but it exposed the lenses in the sky. So I wonder how they're suspended there. I wonder how they just there in the sky. I couldn't tell how they were because it was too high up.
Well, you know, if I want to look at this, like in a comparison way, I've got to say, look at our atmosphere and look at the gases in our atmosphere, right? And like the weight, the ratio difference of how weight reacts in those different gases, right? Like, for example, I think the lightest pollen there is on Earth, apparently, according to my knowledge anyway, is the male pollen of marijuana, right? And pollen is one of the things that it has been collected in the highest altitudes where they've been collecting stuff, right? So, you know, like we know our atmosphere is full of dust, right? But, you know, like only certain things can get to a certain height. So, you know, it's like up in the upper atmosphere, the weight ratio is just about non-existent, isn't it? You there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Still here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just you know, like there's got to be different weight classes for the different gases that are from oxygen and carbon down here in the low levels, and as we go up, there's different levels of gas. Can't break them down as to what they all are. Tony might be able to if he was here. You know what gases, mate?
Oh, we never clue heaps of
Yeah.
methane, fucking hydrogen.
Yeah.
Carbon. Oxygen. Ether. Is that a gas? Well, good one.
There you go.
Good stuff. Let's keep going.
Mass suspended above a rotating Type 2 YBCO superconductor with a percentage change of 0.05 to 2.1%, independent of the test mass's chemical composition and diamagnetic properties. In other words, these test masses they had suspended above a rotating superconductor actually lost weight. Not much weight, mind you, just 0.05 to 2.1% of its own overall weight, but nonetheless, that's pretty incredible stuff. And by stuff, I mean legitimate scientific research with actually substantiated evidence to suggest that this process really could reduce gravity's pull on an object. Now, within just 2 years of this paper being published, Ning Li decided to leave the University of Alabama and strike out on her own, establishing a new business called AC Gravity LLC. Now, I know that in the Alabama Secretary of State business entity records for AC Gravity LLC, which I'm likely showing on screen right now, you may note that the entity type for this company is listed as a foreign limited liability corporation. Now, that caught my attention too, but it's important to know that in the context of American corporate law, A foreign LLC just means that this company conducts business in states outside of the one in which it was originally established. It does not denote a company that was established outside of the United States. In other words, in this context, a foreign limited liability company just means that this company sometimes conducts business outside of the state of Alabama. And she was not alone in believing this burgeoning technology was promising enough to stake the rest of her career on. When she left her job at the University of Alabama, the chair of the university's physics department, a physicist named Larry Smalley, quit with her, taking a job at AC Gravity LLC. And just about 2 years later, it looks like that gamble paid off. According to news reports, AC Gravity received its first Defense Department contract in 2001, worth a reported $448,970, which adjusted to today's inflation is just shy of 800 grand. Now, initially, I couldn't find any record of this contract being awarded other than Freedom of Information Act requests that were filed after Dr. Ning Lee disappeared. But then I stumbled across the Department of Defense annual report on cooperative agreements and other transactions entered into during fiscal year 2001. And as boring as that may sound, I hit the jackpot. On page 64 of this report, we can find a program entitled Gravito Electromagnetic Superconductivity Experiment that goes on to outline the contract awarded to AC Gravity by the U.S. Army Aviation and Missile Command. I'm going to go ahead and read you a direct passage from this document from the section with the heading, Extent to which this cooperative agreement or other transaction has contributed to the broadening of the technology and industrial base available for meeting Department of Defense needs. Quote, this other transaction will allow the principal researcher, Dr. Lee, to attempt experimental confirmation of a theoretical model of forces generated by Type II semiconductors and the possibility of generating and controlling significant gravitational forces via this new theory. If
Sounds quite heavy still already. I mean, I kind of have a rough idea what they're talking about, but I just kind of need them to say it. Very fast. Very interesting.
If successful, the payoff would be enormous, i.e. the ability to generate gravitational forces artificially would allow for new forms of propulsion, new ways of controlling missiles and gun-launched munitions, the lowering of the weight of heavy vehicles, i.e. making a 70-ton tank appear to weigh much less, and the potential of deflecting or countering the guidance systems of missiles which rely on inertial guidance, like theater or intercontinental ballistic missiles. If unsuccessful, this avenue can be eliminated from future efforts and would put to rest the controversy surrounding these theories. You see, that contract was reportedly good for a year, concluding in 2002. And the last time anyone in the academic world got a good look at Ning Lee or her research was a year after that, in 2003, when she attended a MITRE conference. Now, MITRE is an organization that manages federally funded research efforts. And Ning Lee not only attended this conference, but she gave...
Are there latent systems in your brain that can be activated to produce a mystical experience that could...
a presentation entitled The Measurability of AC Gravity Fields. And maybe even more interesting than that, she was joined on stage in this presentation by one of her colleagues, a U.S. Army officer from the Redstone Arsenal reportedly assigned to the U.S. Army's Aviation and Missile Command. Now that means pretty unequivocally that more than a year after the conclusion of that initial contract, Ning Lee was still working with the DoD. But then Ning Lee just fell off the academic radar. She stopped publishing papers, stopped making public appearances, and before long, people began to wonder if this promising physicist who seemed to have unlocked the secret to anti-gravity had gone missing, or maybe worse. We did get some tacit confirmation that Ning Lee was still working with the Department of Defense in 2004 when a journalist investigating her disappearance named Tim Ventura didn't manage to hunt down Ning Li, but did manage to get in touch with one of her colleagues, another scientist named Eugene Podkletnov. Now, Podkletnov relayed that she was doing fine and was still working with the US military, but could not offer any further details into the nature of their work. But after that, the trail pretty much went cold. And by 2008, 4 years later, people were beginning to fill in the blanks with their own conspiracy theories, starting with a scientist named Jack Sarfati, who took to social media to post that he knew for a fact that Ning Li had made significant strides in her anti-gravity efforts, but had since decided to leave the United States to return to continue her work for the Chinese government. Now, this idea that a Chinese citizen would come to the United States to work their way into a position helping to develop advanced military technologies for the US government, only to leave and take those technologies back to China with them, very quickly started making the rounds online because, well, it's pretty believable. And this idea got another boost in traction from the UAP UFO community because of the nature of her work. But I can say pretty conclusively that based on my research, this never happened. In fact, Ning Li lived in Huntsville, Alabama until the day she died in 2021. In July of 2023, a journalist named Noah Logan, working for the Huntsville Business Journal, decided to see if he could get to the bottom of the disappearance of Ning Li after watching an excellent video about the topic published on the YouTube channel Barely Sociable. I highly recommend that video. I'll include a link to it in the description below. Now, Logan's research very quickly brought him to the same conclusion that mine did. An obituary for one Dr. Ning Li, published on July 27th of 2021 by the Berryhill Funeral Home out of Huntsville, Alabama. And this is definitely the Dr. Ning Li that we're looking for. The obituary states very clearly that Ning Li was, quote, one of the world's leading scientists in superconductivity anti-gravity. But the obituary offered very little else in the way of details, except for the name of Ning Li's son, George Men, who still lived in the Huntsville area. Logan soon managed to get a hold of George Men and put at least part of this mystery to bed. We now know that Dr. Ning Li continued her work with the US Department of Defense for the remainder of her life. In fact, at one point, her son even asked her about the secrecy related to her work, and she gave him an excellent answer. I'll quote him directly here. First off, you don't know anything. Second off, if you even think you might know something, you forget about it. And he said, okay, that's fine. Her son also shed light on why Dr. Ning Li stopped publishing her work. According to him, once she started working with the Department of Defense and secured her top secret security clearance, she began working on classified programs and was no longer allowed to publish her findings, which Dr. Ning Li seemed to not like very much. She loved publishing her work. And we also learned that there was at least a kernel of truth to the idea that the Chinese government wanted Ning Li to continue her research in China. According to her son, CCP officials visited Ning Li at her home in 2008, asking her to leave the United States to return to China to continue her work there. Ning Li rejected the offer, and as a result, the Chinese government barred her from entering the country to attend her mother's funeral. Unfortunately, Ning Li's story has a tragic end. She continued her work for the US military at Redstone Arsenal and on the University of Alabama campus until 2014, when she was walking with her husband and she was struck by a car. Her husband, who wasn't hit, was so shocked by what he saw that he had a heart attack and passed away. Ning Li herself suffered brain damage, which was later compounded by Alzheimer's disease, and she spent the remaining 6 years of her life bedridden and being taken care of by her son. She ultimately passed away in his care in 2021. Of course, the real mystery here, how far along Ning Li got in her anti-gravity efforts and whether or not her theoretical models ever proved to be truly effective, remains a mystery and likely will be for some time to come. To tell you the truth, I don't even know what to make of her publicly available research. I just lack the technical competency required to really assess how realistic it might be. But the one thing I do know is that Dr. Ning Li was no quack. She was not a pseudoscientist. She wasn't chasing fame or even a paycheck.
Whoa,
This
hold on a
was quack.
second.
She was not a pseudoscientist.
That almost look like a face.
required to really assess how realistic it might be. But the one thing I do know is that Dr. Ning Li was no quack.
Why are they showing me this? Let me take a good picture. 1 second. Because remember, this is their image, it's not mine. So when I do my work later, I see what comes out of this.
She was not a pseudoscientist. She wasn't chasing fame or even a paycheck. This woman immigrated to the United States at 40 years old and dedicated the following decades to research and development of new technologies to benefit the United States government and military. And while I can't say whether or not Ning Li ever did manage to unlock the secrets to anti-gravity, I can say that the pervasive narrative surrounding her name that you can find all over the place online, that this woman snuck into the US to steal American secrets only to bring them back to China, is wildly inaccurate. Ning Li may not have been born in the US, but that woman was a patriot. And to call her anything is not only inaccurate, it's pretty crappy too. And as for whether or not anti-gravity is real, I don't know, you guys tell me. And with that ends this very weird edition of Sandbox News.
All right. Interesting. So they're basically building technology that can, move things within certain range and radius using quote unquote anti-gravity devices. But I don't think
I think we've all. Carry
go
on.
on. No, go on.
Carry
Go on.
on. I say I've had discussions myself with people about lifting weights and anti-gravity and such. And I think I even had maybe a chat to you about a friend how they were testing gravity thing through like spinning a metal object around a magnetized field, and they could actually got the ball to rotate off the surface, right? To lift off the surface. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. I just think they're using the wrong words there. Gravity and magnetism. Just changing the words around.
Yeah, that's what I feel it is. Yeah, they use the word Greek, but I feel it's actually magnetism. Yeah.
Electromagnetism, yeah.
Yes.
That's what it seems like. What it definitely seems like. Yeah, it's interesting. See what else.
Steve, we're supposed to try and watch the car. I could be a fucking tragedy, I reckon. It's gonna rain, lads. We'll just go for a drive. Rain or hey.
Okay. I was having a look at these fellas here, right? These NASA boys. Hey, 420 if you got that, ladies and gentlemen. 420 if you got that. Yeah, let's have a look at these NASA boys. The grass. Right? Like I said, certain people hear NASA and they run for their hills or they discard it, right? But it's the things they talk about. Certain things catch my ear, right? When I sit down, have a listen, I see what they're on about, and then I pick up on something. I'm like, okay, you got my attention now. What do you mean? Right? So we've been looking into the eyes, the gravitational lensing, right? The lensing, all of that stuff, right? Let's have a listen and see what these fellas are saying.
I would be enlightened to myself to yourself.
what would happen, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh
you
man,
can-
and that, but that wouldn't have.
But you know, you got to
that-
die some way.
That
so-
would be almost worse because you know you would have all this knowledge of the only person who's ever seen a black hole, and you wouldn't be able to tell anybody.
Depends how selfish you are, really.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'd rather tell
Sure.
people, but if it's just me, you know,
Yeah,
I still
it's
want
good to know. It's still
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Stark Talkiverse. Neil deGrasse Tyson here, your host of the Stark Talk podcast. I'm here to announce that we just opened a brand new channel on YouTube called Stark Talk Plus. And that's where we're going to bring all kinds of innovative content that doesn't quite fit on our flagship channel, but they will involve experiments in what we create, what your reaction might be to what we create. And it's going to be our skunk works, as it were, to borrow a term from aerospace. So I look forward to sharing all of this new content with you, and check it out if you have a chance. All right, so Chuck, you got Abby there. What do you have?
Oh, this is Abby, and she's 8 years old. She says, firstly, what has been your favorite discovery so far? And what do you predict they will discover in the future? Ooh.
All right, Matt, let's go into you.
Wow. My favorite discovery.
Yeah.
Not of mine, because those are
Yes, of
a little
yours.
crappy. I thought, you know, historically.
Oh, no, your favorite. This is a personal letter, handwritten.
Wow. I found some pretty cool gravitational lenses that
Okay, that's geeky.
that are pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, at this point,
What does it? So a gravitational lens would be a mass in the universe that sits between you and something behind it, and the light from behind it got lensed. What makes one lens better than another?
Okay, so
I'm old enough to remember the very first lens discovered.
You hearing this talk, my man?
Yes, I am.
Fucking wild, right? It's I mean, I had to sit through 16 minutes just to get to this. I was like, what? Huh? What? So, yeah, very interesting. Let's keep going.
That's how old I am.
Wow.
Yeah, we were losing our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. She's an 8-year-old child.
8-year-old kid.
Sorry. It's a grown-up show.
Right.
Yeah, so we think of the universe as, you know, the light comes to us, it follows straight lines, and wherever you see a star or a galaxy or whatever, that's where it is.
Mhm.
That's not the case. Okay, the universe is wibbly.
They're saying that's not the case. So what are they really saying?
Wobbly. So there's gravity everywhere that makes this space like this stretchy fabric, and so light travels by these, you know, slightly wiggly paths. But sometimes, if there's a big mass like a galaxy lined up, then the light can travel multiple paths from some distant object, like one of these giant black holes, to us. And so instead of seeing one, we can see many,
Many images of that
Many
one
images.
object.
Of that one object. Yeah.
So why do you have a favorite one? What they all sound.
You know what that reminds me of, right?
What's that?
It reminds you of like seeing many images of one, right? Like a mirror room or a cluster, you know, like bubbles.
Okay.
Remember the other day when I showed you
with the
that
eclipse.
Yeah, with the eclipse, right? But
yes,
they say that's the case in in deep space sometimes. Well, the stuff that I've been watching of that guy Anton, they've been showing like a thing called clusters, and within the clusters, things seem to be mirroring itself.
Okay.
Within the clusters, there's the same galaxies within the same clusters.
Backwards and forwards.
Yeah. But another fact is it seems to be where these lenses are.
Okay, I see what you mean. So it's like a pinpoint a particular area. Yeah.
Yes. Let's keep going.
Sound like they'd look the same after a while.
There are some that are just you would call them golden lenses because just
more
everything's
photogenic.
lined up. They are more photogenic. Everything's lined up so perfectly that we just see amazing stuff. Like we there's this the one of the very, was it the first one, the Einstein
Golden lenses. Hold on.
cross.
Yeah.
The Einstein cross. Golden. What the hell? That sounds like the man with the golden gun.
Pardon?
That sounds like the man with the golden gun. They said something about a perfect lens, a golden lens, right? It lines up, it sees everything perfectly. What do they mean by that? Take it back a bit.
If there's a big mass like a galaxy lined up, then the light can travel multiple paths from some distant object, like one of these giant black holes, to us. And so instead of seeing one, we can see many,
many images of that
Many
one
images.
object.
Of that one object. Yeah.
So why do you have a favorite? What they all sound like they look the same after a while.
There are some that are just, you would call them golden lenses, because just
Just more
everything's
photogenic.
lined up. They are more photogenic. Everything's lined up so perfectly that we just see amazing stuff. Like we there's this the one of the very, was it the first one, the Einstein cross?
Yeah.
Golden lens. See, that sounds like a lens, right? Where
yes,
it has different spectral visions. Like you can shift the scope and it'll give you an X-ray, shift the scope, it'll give you a MRI, shift another scope, give you know, like that type of technology.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like he's saying. Interesting.
Yeah. That was early.
Yeah. That one's really cool because the lens is really close to us. And so everything that's happening happens much.
The lens is really close to us. Oh man, it's the stuff they say to me, man. It's the stuff they say.
More quickly. So we see the quasar flickering really quickly as the stars in.
We see the quasars. That's the eye I told you. Apparatus. See it flickering. Look. Where is it? So we see the quasars flickering, these little lights. That's what he's talking about. See the flickering, that's the quasars, remember? The stars, the quasars. Remember? Quasars, this right here. Showed you guys this was the quasars they were saying. Come on, it's a bit different.
And that lens move around, and just we can do really cool stuff. We can essentially map that distant black hole by looking at how the thing flickers. And
you know how we first discovered that it was an actual, so a lens, we have two images of a quasar.
Okay.
Initially there's just two different quasars,
right?
Until someone discovered that a variation in one quasar
was
repeated
in the other
quasar, but with a time delay.
Oh, look at that.
Are they talking about the other eye? That sounds wild. That sounds wild. Hold on. Another quasar. Hold on. Let's go back a bit.
because the lens is really close to us. And so everything that's happening happens much more quickly. So we see the quasar flickering really quickly as the stars in that lens move around, and
Wow.
we just we can do really cool stuff. We can essentially map that distant black hole by looking at how the thing flickers. And
you know how we first discovered that it was an actual, so a lens, we have two images of
Right.
a quasar.
Okay.
Initially there's just two different quasars,
right?
Until someone discovered that a variation in one quasar
was the same
was repeated
in the other.
in the other quasar, but with a time delay.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so it meant the two path lengths were different. And
Half length. What's he talking? Look at his hand. What's he talking about there? Is that the optic nerves? Half length, or is he talking about the light? Is he talking about the light going into the eyes or the message going back?
The light, I think, going in.
Okay.
Yeah.
and it was like, whoa,
That's
and
a-
everything that changed matched.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's the same object.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
We freaked out.
Yeah,
in a joyous way.
Yeah.
That's how old I am. Back in my day, we discovered Earth, the first planet.
First, we thought it was a copycat quasar.
No.
We discovered Earth in the crazy. Yo, crazy. Hold on a second. Let me hear that again.
Actually, so in lens, we have two images of a quasar.
Okay.
Initially, there's just two different quasars.
Right.
Until someone discovered that a variation in one quasar
Was the same
was repeated
in the other.
in the other quasar, but with a time delay.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so it meant the two path lengths were different. And it was like, whoa,
That's
and
a-
everything that changed matched.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it was the same object.
Yeah. And
We freaked out.
Yeah,
in a joyous way.
Yeah.
That's how old I am. Back in my day, we discovered Earth, the first planet.
First, we thought it was a copycat quasar.
No.
Playing Simon Says.
And we did. We thought these could be like binary quasars.
Yeah, no, there's a whole lot of first thought
Right,
about it.
right,
So,
right.
Because no one's seen a lens. Why would you? That's not your first
Yeah,
thought.
Einstein knew that his theory predicted these lenses, general relativity, but he didn't think it would ever be seen
Right.
because it was such a small effect. Same with gravitational waves. And
Mhm.
then we built some pretty good telescopes.
Yeah, better than he imagined. So, what's the second part of that question?
Then we built some pretty good telescopes. Yeah, we know what you mean by that. So that was the gravitational part. Oh, let me see if they're saying anything else before I go. 1 second.
The
What's your
second
favorite
part
discovery?
is, what do you think they'll discover in the future?
Yeah. Give us your best prediction.
One thing that you can do with gravitational lenses, I'm on the bandwagon today, with this whole time delay thing. So you see one change and you see the other change. This lets you measure the distances to these galaxies, to the quasars, and that's one of the hardest things to do in astronomy, as I'm sure you know. Like we discovered that the universe is expanding by looking at these fluctuating stars in Andromeda and more distant. Now we use supernova explosions to try to get the distances to more distant galaxies. And all of this showed us, for one thing, that the universe is expanding. If we track the size of the universe looking back through cosmic time, we see that it's expanding. We also see that expansion is accelerating dark energy. Okay, that's what the supernovae showed us. But so we have no idea what dark energy is. But if we have a way to track the rate of expansion over cosmic time to the greatest distances, then we can see if dark energy is the thing that fits into Einstein's equations in the kind of most simple way, the way that Einstein actually wrote it himself, the so-called cosmological constant, or if dark energy is changing over time, okay, in which case it could be something really crazy. So we can use these time delays to figure out what the hell dark energy is. And this is, I would say, one of the most...
You're giving all this hypothetical. We might see it. It could be. The kid wants to know what your prediction is.
My prediction is that that what dark energy is one of the biggest unsolved questions and one that we really have a hope of finding. So knowing what dark energy is, I'm going to say. It could happen.
Okay, that's
a prediction.
That's a prediction.
What do you think this dark energy is, Tom? Dean.
Yeah.
Could it be just like trapped light or something? Like
Yeah, when they talk about gravitational waves, there must be like a pulse, right, of light that they use. They're using to measure. So there must be, like when there's a pulse, then there's a dark spot, right? So
maybe that's where that dark energy comes from. Is just like it's caught in between.
Hold on, you're bugging.
I'm a little
Check.
bit. My check one.
You sound a bit better now.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can't explain it. Like if in an experiment, we were doing, and we were pulsing light, then there would be a gap in the middle, and there'd be darkness in there, and then be another pulse of light. I can't get my head, my voice. Mind the voice. I can't get it.
Let me play that thing again. Have a listen to this.
Wow, the Watcher sure doesn't skimp on his tech. Avengers, over here. These crystal lenses were formed in the heart of a gas giant.
They were formed inside Hulk?
Nice. So Arsenal can focus the Power Stone blast. Exactly. Falcon, use the Watcher's system and get me anything you can on Thanos. Hawkeye, find something to put these crystals in. Wait up.
Hawkeye, crystal. Interesting. Gas
Hawkeye,
giant.
put these crystals in, right? So that it's not. Is it light they're putting in, or is it fluid?
Like they're putting like a stone in, something in, some type of stone.
Like the cube.
Some type of sorcery.
Like the cube, it has to be, doesn't it? But I mean, you know, when you look at the fractal relationship of the crystals, the way that different like snowflakes have got their own structure, and each and every one is different. Sunflower seeds, they have the spiral.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Different, like that type of broccoli they're made now, and it's a bloody one that's crossed between a cauliflower and a broccoli. Is it? Is that the one?
Yeah, I think it is.
Where it's got all these different little heads, and it's all like spirals. Every one of them is just fractions of that spiral, you know.
Different fractals, exactly. Fascinating. I wonder how they'll show up on a lens. What type of lens you'll have to use to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper to see each different pattern. Because where do they even get these ideas from? They must be going deep already, but just not showing us, you know, to a certain degree, telling us, but you know, not really.
Of course. I mean, you don't get to show these things in movies and that unless you're way ahead of the game compared to us, eh?
Mm.
Right.
Look, let's have a look at something else I wanted to present with the lensing.
We have seen how a mass like our sun can bend light. It's not hard to extend this simple concept to what a galaxy of hundreds of billions of stars could do. Galaxies have a mass distribution with the maximum at the center trailing off to a minimum at the edges. This distribution acts like a lens for light passing through it. Here's the bottom of a wine glass with a configuration similar to a galaxy. You can see what it does to the graph lines as it passes over them. When we repeat the movement over a star, we see how it distorts the light into a circular pattern. We call a bending of light through gravitational fields gravitational lensing.
What does that look like to you there? That look like the sun, how they would present it out in space. Like it's over a lens or something. Interesting.
Here's how this lensing works on a galactic scale. A distant galaxy would be seen here on Earth directly if there were no intervening massive cluster to bend its light. But with such a cluster, the light from the distant galaxy gets bent. Light bent in our direction will continue on to Earth. Working back from the Earth's point of view, we see the distorted and magnified image. The amount of bending depends entirely on the structure of the lensing cluster. Magnifications can range from a factor of 2 to 40 times the size of the distant object. We'll see that, under the right circumstances, an object can be magnified by over 1,000 times. In the course of analyzing this Hubble image, astronomers discovered that ESO 325 is actually a gravitational lens. This means that the focusing power of the enormous mass making up the galaxy caused the light from some distant object, probably a distant dwarf galaxy, to be deflected and magnified. As a result, the more distant galaxy appears brighter and distorted into the shape of an arc or ring, known as an Einstein ring, because the phenomenon was first predicted by Albert Einstein. Here's an image created by adding data collected by the Multi-Unit Spectrographic Explorer instrument on the European Space Observatory Very Large Telescope.
You know what they mean by telescope, right? Okay, let's keep going.
This was the first test of Einstein's light-bending theory done outside of our own galaxy. It passed the test, demonstrating that the theory held across the universe and not just in the Milky Way. Here's another one. The foreground luminous red galaxy, 4.6 billion light years away, has about 10 times the mass of the Milky Way. The blue arc around it is the gravitationally lensed image of a more distant galaxy, 10.9 billion light years away. The object's name is the Cosmic Horseshoe. Astronomers first discovered it in 2007 using data from the Sloan Digital Sky Survey.
This all looks like they're even looking into a dome or something.
Yeah.
Top view of a dome.
The light source came from
Lens.
just somewhere else, right?
But this Hubble image offers a much more detailed view. Although the universe is filled with galaxies, Einstein rings are a rare occurrence because it requires an almost perfect alignment of a distant galaxy with an intervening one that has enough mass to gravitationally focus the light. But a number have been found.
You know, it's interesting. Just the thought of the name they're calling it, Einstein, I Einstein. Is
Yeah.
it really Einstein?
Here are 8 of them from the Sloan Digital Sky Survey and Hubble.
And even just the Stein, it sounds like it wants to say I star. Einstein, I star. I star.
The more we talk about it, the more we see them. Hey,
What's that?
I say the more we talk about them, the more we see them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We've seen how massive galaxies can act as gravitational lenses to create Einstein rings. You can imagine how massive clusters with thousands of galaxies would produce much larger and more powerful gravitational lenses. But before a gravitational lens can provide accurate, detailed information about the object being lensed, we need to know its light-bending characteristics. Clusters of galaxies don't provide smooth lenses. They are quite complex, and no two are alike. The source object's light is bent by the cluster's clumpy matter distribution. And to make it harder, most of the cluster is dark matter that we can't see directly. All this makes cluster lens analysis very difficult and time-consuming. But with these magnifying glasses in space being our only window into the early universe, astronomers and astrophysicists have been analyzing galaxy cluster lensing for half a century now. We'll start with the Coma cluster to illustrate how they do it. The first step is to measure the radial velocities of every galaxy in the cluster from their Doppler shifts. This is then generalized into their three-dimensional velocity dispersion statistical equivalents. This galaxy motion gives us the kinetic energy of the cluster. This allows us to solve for the mass of the cluster. In addition, each lensed object found in the cluster is analyzed to calculate the magnitude of the mass needed to create the observed distortion. The end result is a model for what the cluster will do with the light passing through it. To illustrate the basic geometry of gravitational lensing, we'll use the giant galaxy cluster WHL0137-08's lensing of the sunrise arc. Here's the basic geometry of gravitational lensing. This is the sunrise arc light on a direct path to us, as if the galaxy cluster was not there. We could not detect this light. It is too dim for even our most powerful space telescopes. Here's its light heading in another direction. As it encounters the cluster, it is bent towards us by the cluster's mass. We can estimate the deflection angle once we know the mass and center of mass of the cluster. On Earth, we observe the image to be on a straight line at an angle from its actual direction. The lens equation gives us these angles. This geometry enables us to map points seen on the lens plane back to its position on the source plane.
There you go. I don't want to bore you guys too much with the lens and stuff, you know, a bit at a time. But yeah, lensing is the word at the moment with me. You know, optical stuff, the eye, the lens, the egg, all of that stuff.
Yep, that's and over. That's interesting. I wrote that name down and few things here. Over. But yeah, I'm going to have bloody big soon, so I'll bugger off to the toilet. But heavy my gas is even organized.
Oh, you're borging pretty bad. Hold on, let me see if I can change it.
My check 1-1.
Go ahead, say that again.
My check 1.
Yep, bit better now.
Yeah, just saying that my mate's here, and we're just going to go and organise what we're going to do for the day.
Oh yes, yes, good stuff.
So I'll drop off anyway, Adrian.
No problem. Thanks for jumping up, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you for having me up too, and everyone, much love on chat, and take care. We'll talk again soon.
Good stuff.
Bye for now.
Cheers, Dino. Take care. Peace out, Dino. Good stuff. There you go. That's my man Dino. Dino's Bramoni. Dino's Bramoni. Quick little 420 break. 420 if you got that. You done know. Let's roll.
You the hottest in the game, baddest in the biz. Got them by a landslide, it don't matter who they is. We supposed to be involved. Now open up the walls, let a nigga in. This game I defend. Dope boy with the dreams of a billionaire. With this fur on, I look like a Build-A-Bear. Don P up in the fridge with the steel doors. True crooked heart, I'm just trying to steal yours. I ain't trying to hold you up, trying to hold you down. Seat you in that photo and let you roll around. V-Wan, shorty married to the mob, took an oath for this thing, said she vowed to play a part.
See, I ain't trying to hold you up, really, I'm trying to hold you down. Baby, I just want to show you around. Let me show you how I put it down. Yeah. See, baby, I ain't trying to hold you up, just trying to hold you down and show you what's up. I'm just living it real, two-step with the strength in my cup. Ain't trying to make it love, I'm just trying to cut. I'm just living it real.
Hair match your dress, clutch match your heel. You be stepping on these hoes, they get trampled in the fist. No 5%, but she got a guard body. Shorty stole the show. All right, like the preseason opener, we kick it off. Coop with the rag top, we gon' rip it off. Burn it down while we cruise up the West End. Only thing feel better is a fresh ill. Her ex nigga couldn't ball, told him pass the pill. I hit the court and I did it like a cavalier. That's why jury box shine like a chandelier. Let's kick our feet up in the suite up at the Tangier.
See, I ain't trying to hold you up, really, I'm trying to hold you down. Baby, I just want to show you around. Let me show you how I put it down. Yeah. See, baby, I ain't trying to hold you up, just trying to hold you down and show you what's up. I'm just living it real, two-step with the strength in my cup. Ain't trying to make it love, I'm just trying to cut. I'm just living it real, for real. Cause your body so trill, keeping it real, for real. And I love the way you're strutting them heels. Keep it real, baby.
Any more like manipulative, like even in private, you wonder why I don't want to deal with you in private because you're a manipulative scum. Party is insane. You don't even know what you're doing and why you keep getting the results. And when I speak it to you, your wall immediately goes up. You fake ass, worldly, infidel, insane bitch. I don't need you fucking clowns to be nice to me. My rise was unlikely. Now these bitches full-time steady hyping me. Saying P, you the plug, I want you up inside of me. With all the niceties, I need you in my life for me. 38 revolver, you can see them hungry redheads. You win, something we never see like hungry meth heads. Spitting fire with the chem breath, leave you left dead. When I start a riot out in Hempstead, That's leather. I bring the pain like you're arthritic. They say I'm a harsh critic. The truth is I can tell that your heart's timid. Pushing the art's limits. They say I'ma start sinning when I light a system on fire and just start grinning. I can't stand you fake fuck slave. No nut with a nut sack in the back of your lame truck. Save us. I'm a threat to these new jack rap tight pants ass hats who won't pop but take pics and flash cats. Oh, don't make me sorry. I might have to do it. I might have to get back into practice for you fucking slaves. I could really come at you 3 different ways. I'm a triple threat. Come on, Lewis. I see Lewis down there. I know he's rooting for me. This is what upsets the beta males. Just even that one little statement. All want to claim to be about love and light. They all want to restore peace. They're all going to save the world from itself. They all want to rewrite the rules. Flashbacks on this script have to be autistic.